Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Last we left off, we had an encounter with some wyverns that didn't
Mm-hmm.
exactly do you guys well. You met a strange, dark-skinned Soulborne who's just been kind of hanging out on the ship, who got scooped up by another wyvern, but managed to not allow it to completely take him. And yeah, that's about the pretty good summary of what happened last time, with some quiet moments between the ship's captain and Stormy. So, as you guys, well, you guys still have about a month left of travel with a little added on, because you have to make your way to Garport now. Okay. Who wants to roll me a d20?
My dice aren't even out yet.
I
See, last time I did, I almost killed everybody.
17 Traveler.
17. Okay. So it's a very quiet couple of weeks. Is there anything
Read.
specific? Yeah, I figured. Yeah, roll an intelligence check.
Yeah, 1 second. We gotta pour out
Yeah.
the dice.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And then we gotta find the dice. Oh, they're all the same color. Alright. Question. I remember for last time, Stormy was assisting me, if I remember correctly,
Yeah.
through this?
Yeah.
Sick. Cool.
Always. Just assume always helping.
5.
5.
With advantage, you got a 5.
I got a 3 and a 5.
You throw those dice out the window.
I didn't
Like,
check
just
which ones-
stop.
I didn't test them beforehand. I just poured them out.
So, it's slow going. You've hit some sort of wall in your attempts to learn Draconic, and unfortunately, even though this is 17 days later, you still only get about, oh boy, math, 41 hours in, if I did my math right.
Hey.
You only actually get about 3 hours a day, is what I'm saying. If you want to do the math yourself, I am not gonna take offense to the fact. Okay, yeah. So yeah. Anything else anybody wants to do on this voyage, this trek?
Nothing like in particular. I think Ilya's just spending a lot of time like meditating, drawing, doing some minor training for Rathu.
Sure, Rathu episode. It's been a long time since we've had one of those.
I'm trying to teach him to like balance stuff on his nose. He's just tricks. I'm teaching tricks.
Yeah. Roll a quick. Roll a quick animal handling check. Let's see how well he gets it done.
Probably not very well. That's an 8.
Yeah, he's trying. He's trying his little heart out, and it's adorable, but less of, oh, this is working, and more in the way of like, oh, sweetie, you're trying your best kind of way.
I keep trying to balance cheese on his nose, and he just keeps eating it.
Yeah.
It's adorable, and I can't.
It's that thing where like he'll balance it for like 2 seconds, like half a second maybe, just at the tip of his nose, but you can see his eyes. It's just too much, and he can't help but eat it.
Every time he does, I just go, "You're a good boy. You're the bestest boy around."
All right. Anything else? Okay. All right. So the 17th day rolls around, and off to the east, you begin to. Well, first, roll me some perception checks.
Oh, thank you.
10.
That's
17.
17.
Yeah, at least 1 person in the middle.
14 for Stormy.
Okay. 14. So, you all are just kind of hanging around, not doing a whole lot. Ilya, you hear it first. This sound, almost echoing over the water, of. Well, sorry, it's not a sound. Well, yeah, I'll say you see it first. Never mind. As you look over, you see another smudge appearing off to the east. Something moving roughly in pace with you guys. Maybe 10 minutes goes by before you suddenly hear the call from the crow's nest. Ship! Ship! Oh boy, which one is starboard? We'll say starboard, I don't remember, but whatever. Ship off the starboard side! You see, these people start gathering around, start looking and at this smudge that you've noticed. So.
Okay. For any of our party members that aren't on top deck, I will mention into the wrist radio. Hey, there's a ship. You might want to come up here, just in case.
Going to move over.
Okay.
Where's the ship actually? Which side?
It's off of, I believe, left, but don't quote me on that.
Right.
So it's off. It's way off in the distance over here.
It's on the right,
It's over here, actually.
technically, but we'll say it was off the port side.
Store. Once again, I am not a.
You are not part of the Navy.
Listen,
In
in
this
Traveler's
universe,
world,
there's
it's the
twists.
other way
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, it
I
could
was
just be
gonna
the other
say,
way around.
For those wondering, in our world, port and left have the same number of letters. That's how you can remember.
And starboard and right have the same number of letters.
I
am
think
not
you might be
saying
wrong on that one. We'll fact check that one after the game. Let's go
R
ahead.
I G H H H H H.
Right.
Yeah, right. And it don't have, but right.
Yeah.
It definitely does. Okay. So yeah, oh boy.
Traveler.
Yes.
Does this happen to look like similar to the pirate ship that we encountered the one time?
Roll a perception check, as it is currently pulling along closer.
I feel like that shouldn't be an issue with a Soulborne on board.
Yeah, I'm in my
Except the
books.
Soulborne.
I'm in my books, Traveler.
You're in your books? Alright, yeah.
I'm in my
You're
books.
coming, as you come up, your head is still swimming from all the, yeah.
Gail's
just all-
next to you looking
What?
frustrated because she was trying to help you and you just weren't getting it.
I felt that
Yeah.
way taking a Spanish final before. It's just
Honestly fair. No,
Damn.
other languages. I understand how American this makes me sound. Other languages are fucking tricky, alright?
wow.
Every other country says that about English, so.
So yeah, anyways, yeah, dad trying to teach their kid math. What is 2 plus 2? What is 2 plus 2? Anyways, so yeah, no, your head's still a little swimming from all the draconic. You do see, as everybody's kind of walking over, it's still a vague smudge, definitely resolving into a more ship-like, object. And the Soulborne kind of walks up onto the deck and just goes, so, calls up and just goes, "Watchmen, what colors do they fly?" You hear a reply from side. "Don't see any colors." He starts walks over to the edge, puts his hands on the side of the balcony, and is just kind of or not balcony, the side of the deck, and is just kind of looking out over the water at the at this other ship that's slowly pulling towards you guys.
I mean, just as a party thing, we have. Oh. Atos, I'd highly suggest you get out of sight, at least in one way, shape, or form. I'll stay
Oh.
near you, and if we need it, we can more accurately. Actually, here, and I'm going to give you the card that has invisibility on it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to stay near you as well.
I'm just gonna go like underneath, but close by. You know,
Okay.
like in the door, so I can't be seen, but close enough that I can hear.
Close enough to if something happens, you can jump in.
Right. So I suppose like here-ish, probably. But I won't use the card just yet.
Okay, fair enough. So as this ship is coming closer and closer, you guys, it doesn't look like a ship that y'all are horribly familiar with. Very, very low to the water and shallow hulled, and and almost oddly wide. It's pulling up. You can see these kind of almost. You can see these intricate carvings going along either side as it's slowly starting to pull up. You don't see any visible weapons aboard this ship, and you can't see any crew. At least as of yet. It's still quite a ways away, but you can't see any active crew members.
Go ship.
Uh,
Go ship. Go ship.
I'm gonna hand a bardic inspiration to the 3 people I can see above board. So Ilya, Lilith, Stormy, and
Yeah.
there. What, do you think I was gonna say Jalen?
I didn't know what you were gonna say, brother.
By the way, your name
Yeah.
in the thing is still Jalen.
Yeah, you don't know what my real name is.
Yours is the D8 now, right?
Yep, it's a D8.
Okay,
And
I thought so.
I will whistle over to Mickey, and actually, I will not. Sorry, brother, I cannot give you a bardic. I forgot how my class works.
I'm hurt.
Also, picture Mike.
It's okay.
I'm hurt.
Whoa, what was that sound?
A burp.
Give me 2 seconds. Okay. So yeah, as you all kind of making your way over, roll me some perception checks, as this thing is now getting close enough that you're being able to pick out details.
Would I be able to roll a history check to see if I had ever heard of this ghost ship in my times out at sea?
Sure. Roll a check. See what you get.
So I have a +0 to history, so I mean it's a straight roll.
14.
9.
13 for perception.
Yeah, 14 for perception for me.
That's the fourth roll under 5 I've gotten this game.
You should pick a different die.
I should pick a different die.
Oh
shouldn't I?
no!
That's still
Oh
a 10.
no! I got a 9 on my history and a 15 on my perception.
Okay. So as you've never quite heard of any ghost ships that look like this. I mean, there's stories of there's always, ghost ship stories and this and that stories, but nothing that matches this exact description.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright. So, yeah. It's slowly getting closer. There's no sails. As you're looking at it, there's no other, like, even with Lady Powder's fancy ship, there's no obvious means of propulsion. It appears to just kind of be going in a direction.
Do you guys want to board the ship and see if there's any supplies or anything useful?
How close is the ship at this point?
It's probably about a quarter of a mile away from you guys.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna cast See Invisibility.
Sure. Yeah. Cast See Invisibility.
And do I notice anything appear on the ship?
No, it's not like something just randomly appears, no.
Okay.
Well, abandoned an ominous thing on the seas. I either want to shoot it or investigate it.
I'm just saying, above board, Stormy is wanting to check it out.
All right.
Like he's like, there's nobody on there. That doesn't make
So,
sense to me.
It
I
won't
want to
be
go
my
see if
fault
there's
this
anything
time.
on it.
Okay, so you guys are putting forward that you want to go.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
sounds
Stormy's
like it.
boat.
I mean, well, so is it looking like it's going to intercept our path?
It's at the very least going parallel. Intercept may be a stretch.
So we would have to go out of our way technically to go investigate it further.
Like, is it
Kind
getting
of.
closer to us or
Yes,
staying?
once again, it doesn't appear to necessarily be like heading towards you guys. It's more like you guys are on two paths that are crossing. If anything,
Okay.
it looks like it may actually like pass you guys and overtake you and go ahead of. Yeah.
I'm going to go over to the Soulborne.
Okay.
Sir, excuse me.
Nah. Yes.
Do you have any interest on checking on that ship? We've done some preliminary magical searches. And aside from having no idea as to why it's moving at the pace it is, it doesn't appear to have any crew at all. It's piqued our interest slightly. Was wondering if, perchance, you might care to come with us.
Well, I had noticed that it wasn't moving under any sort of power that I've seen. And you watch his, you've seen this happen with many a Soulborne before. His eyes tend to get this weird, it's not like a glow, it's almost like a gleam before they go back to normal after a moment of that. He says, I had more assumed that there was some sort of invisible or magical things happening, and yet the top deck is empty. This is odd. Well, I suspect this will be entertaining one way or the other, eh? I will come.
Right.
Captain?
Have muscle and authority.
Yes. Kind of looks up and just goes, yes. We are intercepting that ship. We're kind of just, alright, we'll keep it short, buddy. Alright, yeah, my lord. And he starts, like, setting them all to slow down a little bit, or, speed up a little bit, pick up the pace, so that they can roughly get going parallel, start adjusting course. It takes them a minute. It's not long. These guys are fairly experienced sailors. Yeah. Okay. Takes about 5 minutes, maybe. You guys are getting pretty close at this point. Still no sign of anything on deck. There's no, like, rough water surrounding it. It is just moving. And as you guys look at this wide ship with all the intricate carvings, you guys pull alongside, and a couple grapples are thrown over and cinched tight. One of the deckhands just looks at you and goes, well, who wants to go across first?
I feel like Stormy would jump across to get onto the ship first.
Yeah, sure.
Because
Make me an
as soon as there's no ship.
make me an
Acrobatic?
acrobatics check real quick. I'll say at advantage because if you're a sailor.
Can I argue athletics because I'm jumping wearing plate, so I have to use more muscle?
I will say sure.
Good, because that's a +9 without disadvantage. That's a dirty 20.
No, I said advantage because you're a sailor.
Oh, sweet. So it's a dirty 20 or a nat 1. Let's go with the dirty 20.
Yeah, let's go with the nat 20. We don't want to fish you out of the ocean right now. So yeah, you jump across, and as you land, something feels weird. Normally, you've jumped onto ships before. This isn't something that you've never done before. Normally they land, and there's like bounce. There is some sort of like
sort of
cause
wobble.
and effect. Yeah, wobble. Even on massive ships, there's at least a tiny bit. This is like you just jumped onto a rock that was set in the middle of the ocean. This thing does not move in the slightest.
I'm gonna. Can I do another perception check now that I'm on the ship to see if, or is there no
Go for
like
it.
place for anybody to hide?
Go for roll a perception check.
I am going to.
That is a 21.
21. Okay. As you're looking around, you do see it's a fairly flat-decked ship with a single, no mast, no weaponry, no rope. There's a single. Well, actually, no. With 21, you do notice one thing weird. Normally, boats and ships are made of planks that are like tarred, nailed together. This all appears to be one massive piece of wood, as far as you can tell.
So
You
it looks
look
like it's like
over-
a carved out tree, like a hollowed
Yeah.
out tree.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you look over and you do see a single set of stairs towards, at least in this context, what would be considered the front of the ship going downwards.
Okay. I'm gonna wait for everybody else before I investigate any further.
Sure. Yeah. Everybody else jumping across?
Yeah, I'm
Or
gonna
are
jump
you guys
across.
using the ropes? It's the matter of if you want to roll a check or not, really.
If there's a way to get across without doing a check, yeah, I'll do
Yeah.
it that
Yeah,
way.
they will just hold the ropes and you guys can just do a little shimmy across it. It's not
I
that-
did hard mode.
You did, and you looked like a badass with a dirty 20. So yeah,
Yeah, that was see mission accomplished.
what?
Nothing. My head
Okay.
is scared. I will. Yeah, I'll come across as well. If something bad happens.
Big Soulborne jumps across. Well, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come
Oh,
after
all the
the
water, that'd be
Soulborne.
great.
Jumps across, lands fairly, fairly light-footed for such a
I
large.
think he can walk on the ocean, if I remember
Actually, no.
correctly. So I don't think it would be an issue.
Yeah,
with the
You
can-
know.
small
What
ice
just
feet.
happened? I did not. Hold on. I didn't open Destiny. I don't. That was not. I think I went to click on Discord, and on my toolbar, Destiny is right next to Discord. So that was an accident. Oopsies. Okay, so
You guys are corrupted, Traveler.
I've been playing Destiny since the first one, or like since the release of the first one. I just got out of Destiny 2 when somebody stole my Xbox, and that was a whole thing. So, anyways, no, this isn't the actual ship. This is still just a picture of your ship. I don't have a, yeah. So,
Also, can we say I heard them talking and I
yeah, sure.
I
no,
think
Thor,
I'm
they
gonna
have
use-
the,
Yeah, we would have radioed.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna use
Yeah.
the card and I'll go across invisibly.
sure, yeah. The one sailor looks really like freaked out when the weight on the line starts to dip invisibly, but other than
He
that,
starts to relax and like almost
Oh.
fall
He
because he
kinda
wasn't
like-
expecting
he
it.
kind of like grabs it and pulls on it and feels that it's tight and is just looking at it a bit funky. But other than that, nobody really reacts. So you all notice the same thing. You all have spent at least enough time on a ship by now to recognize the natural sways, and there is none.
Hmm.
This ship is just like a rock in the middle of the ocean, even though it's moving.
Traveler.
Yes.
It's a little metagamey. Does aside from it's all being made of like one piece of wood,
Sure.
does anything look? Does it look organic? Like, does it? Does it look like it's?
It's like an
magically-
ocean Venus flytrap.
Roll me a nature check.
I would have
can
not
hear
thought of
the-
that one.
I can hear the smile in his voice.
That's
Oh,
why I was like, I don't want to go down these stairs alone. I feel like this is bad juju.
nature. Do I?
Could I assist in the nature check?
Sure.
He does have a
Or
bardic.
make a separate
I
one?
do
Wait,
have a
where's
bardic.
the plank, by the way? Mickey's gonna be positioned like looking out. I don't
Oh,
think Mickey
sure.
would go on the ship.
Okay, there's no plank. It's just ropes that got thrown over. But yeah, you can be
Yeah.
Is
hanging
this
out
a
over there.
bardic roll? Are we a guidance?
Drew, do you want
I mean, it only
advantage or
lasts
do you
an
want
hour.
me to roll separately?
Yeah, it only lasts an hour. No, I've got. I should have enough here. I'm rolling 4 dice. There we go.
Well.
Nick, what's your bardic? Is it advantage on checks?
It's a D8 for ability checks. I believe it's advantage.
Just confirm,
me double
but I'll
check.
remember the number in case it was. It doesn't matter anyways. That would be a 25.
Yeah, advantage.
25. Okay.
Hmm.
As you're looking around at the way this thing looks and the way that it's formed, there is kind of a sense of that this was grown. You're not. It's not very clearly organic, but you're not 100% certain if this is, once again, getting metagamey, a Venus flytrap type situation. But there's certainly something odd. This was, instead of being shaped, this was grown this way.
Do an area of the ship where there might be like nails or something? Can I check to see if there are nails? And if
Oh
they
no!
are,
No matter where you check on the ship, this is seamless.
so it's completely seamless. No like fake wooden nails that are actually still wood. So,
Do I see Drew like searching the ship and like puzzling around on
Yeah,
it?
you do.
I want to use animating performance
Mhm.
to animate some water to go under the water and check it out.
Sorry, you're creating a what to go under the water?
I'm animating water, you know what, anything. Maybe just some wood and planks and rope
Or yeah.
to go under the water and check out what
Okay. Can
what
these
the
things
ship hull looks
talk?
like.
And these things that you make,
No, but they're considered a bunch of dancing objects, so they can do charades.
Could they pull me?
They could.
what's their strength
I mean,
score?
let's check out their strengths or performance of creation. God damn it, do they really? Animating performance. Here we go. They have a strength score of 18.
Oh
plus
yeah,
4.
they could pull you pretty dang well then, yeah.
Yeah,
I
and they're
will-
considered large or smaller.
Oh yeah, you can full on ride the fucking
Water or
Yeah, this thing is like a dolphin that you can ride if you really want to.
Yeah, I've got some rope, so I'll have Mickey, once the animated object comes over to me, I will use it. I will shimmy down the rope off the side and use it to check under the water.
Okay.
Guys, I can swim. Did you want
I
me
was
to
gonna
just...
say that.
also,
Then-
by the way, oh wait, no, actually, you don't need to. It understands the languages you speak, and it has dark vision and a passive perception of 10.
Sick. But
There's also a member of your party who
wait,
doesn't
can't
have to
speak.
breathe, who may be a better choice to go under the water.
Yeah,
I
probably
mean,
me.
I just have to hold my breath.
Or
As
I
they're
mean-
kind of having this conversation as to how to do it, I'm just looking at the space where Ertos is because I can see him.
Yeah,
I'm just
you
like,
haven't seen visibility.
I'm thinking like, you can just jump. I look at him. I look at the water. I look at him,
And Ertos is doing the same thing. He's looking at the water and he's looking at Baron.
and I shrug like I don't know what's going on.
it is funny to note that the base utility of our walkie-talkies is person to person, and the only way we talk as a group is that we willingly link them together, so you guys could just shit talk about this conundrum that
Yeah.
we're doing.
Oh yeah, exactly. These are literally walkie-talkies. Like you can change channels on that shit if you want to just talk to one person. It only goes to whoever you want it to go to.
So
While they're doing this, if I look at the door, does it look like does
Door.
something seem because they seem spooked out by the ship? Does something seem spooky about the door?
Sorry, what door? There's no door. It's
Oh,
an open
staircase,
pit with
staircase,
stairs.
whatever.
Oh.
Sorry, I thought there was a door. The staircase.
As you look,
is what I meant.
as you look over there, I mean, with your nutso dark vision, it ends abruptly because it's near the front, so you can see it like goes down and then immediately curls back towards where towards where you're standing now at the bottom of the staircase. But it seems, other than once again the fact that it seems to have been seamlessly formed, it's still just a staircase.
I want you guys to understand. While you're doing this, I am so tempted to just start walking down the stairs.
I mean,
I
Oh
am,
no, same. I was gonna
I
say
am, I am
I will-
holding
the two
on.
people with dark the
I-
two people with dark vision could start going down the stairs.
Yeah. Unless I get stopped, I'm getting in the water.
I also feel
I
like the
mean-
best two people to kind of break off and be just the two people would be Stormy and Ilya, just because cleric and then tank. I feel like we'll be okay.
Aiden,
I
if you
did
want something
out
going-
loud say, I
Oh.
can swim.
Once
Hey,
again,
you guys don't wanna use
I
your
have a giant fucking rope thing.
Yes.
Yeah,
Out to
you
check
have
out
this
the under.
weird, like horse mount made out of water thing. It's weird, but
Yeah.
it works.
Yeah. Then
So
I'll
that's
stick
checking
with
what's
those
going.
two. I'll stay with those two, and you two, find out if there's anything under the water.
Yeah, alright.
All right.
Mickey nods.
I will join them.
Okay.
Are we going in dark, or would you like some light?
I'm comfortable with
I
either.
can
I
see.
can see pretty far. Actually, I give them all dark vision, or I give Varen dark vision
I appreciate
since Stormy
it.
already has it.
Thank you.
So we'll go with those of you who are swimming first. Airtos, get the
Yes.
rope. It's tracking around the water, weird creature creation thing. Mickey, however, you are still in control. So exactly how are you going about the searching? Is he just straight up doing loops around the bottom? Is there any bits? Is he going slow? How is this working?
I think it's gonna first. I'm gonna command it first to take a quick dip under, just to see what's present. If it doesn't see anything suspicious, to then slowly take a like from a reasonable distance, look at. I'll look around the ship, and if there's nothing, the bottom. Check the bottom.
Airtos and Mickey. Mickey with its stats. Roll me for some perception checks.
I think I'm not gonna be holding on to this thing, because I have
Oh,
a
you're just gonna
swim
swim
speed
by
of-
yourself?
Yeah, I have a swim speed of 45 feet, and I can hold my breath
Oh,
for 15
yeah,
Are the
minutes.
you're-
boats
so-
moving while
fine.
this is happening?
Yeah, they're still kind of like gliding, but they've both. At least your ship has definitely slowed down a lot as of now. Now that you're tied up with it to ropes with it.
So yeah, I'm just gonna stick to the top of, like, the underneath of it, and then go the opposite direction of Mickey's
Okay.
rope water monster thing.
So yeah,
Perception is 0, so it's just a 20 roll.
16.
15 with dark vision.
Oh, I don't have dark vision, so that's
Eh,
probably
it's
at
it's still
disadvantage.
like midday, so
Okay.
fairly
too
clear
deep.
water. Y'all are fine.
Okay.
So as you guys are going under this, both of them notice the same things that have already been noted. The fact that it's seamless, blah blah blah. I'll say Airtos. You find it first. As you're kind of like going around the back of this
I don't like the
thing.
way he said that.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
When I'm imagining the shape of this thing, imagine it's like it's not ship shaped. It's more like, oh boy, it's almost like a cut in half football, but even wider, like barely ovular. As you're going under, you do find a singular at the very, very bottom. Like at the bottom, it all comes down to a single point at the bottom, kind of like a dish. And as you're looking at it, you do see a small something is sticking out of the wood.
Like something like a fin, or like.
Looks to be a human foot.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Maybe I wasn't.
Uh,
right.
Does it look real? Like, or like alive? Like active? Or is it just a drift?
Roll a
with the
perception.
boat?
Roll an investigation check for this one, actually, as you're getting closer and looking.
Oh, good. Big +2.
Okay.
Ooh, 18 total.
Yeah. As you're
Both get-
investigating it, if this is like a carving or a creation, this is the most convincing one you've ever seen. As you go for, do you actually poke it, or is that just him saying stuff?
No, I don't think I'm gonna touch it yet.
Okay, so yeah. You're kind of sitting there, and I'll say the water can kind of like What's the water's intelligence score? Sounds weird to say.
How smart is the water?
Doesn't matter. You told it to go look for it, Mickey. So once it sees that you've obviously found something, I'll say it goes over there so it can go and tell you and communicate. And all that
Okay.
things.
I also will say it's telepathic, the walkie-talkies, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll communicate that there's a foot. Hey guys, there's a foot sticking out of the
All right.
out of the boat.
The rest of you haven't heard this yet. So, as you all descend the ladder, it's dark. Like I said, both passageways. It opens up into like a hall going perpendicular to the staircase, and then leads back around in a little U. So you're going the opposite way of the way you went down the staircase. As a note, the Soulborne's currently like inspecting every aspect of this ship. He is going like. When you guys left, he was currently prying up a small bit of the wood with a knife and like staring at it. He's doing his own thing, at the moment at least. So, as you guys curl around to the U, you see a door. It ends in a wall. You're seeing the first signs of maybe not normal ship activity, but you do see what looks to be a pair of old, empty, super dusty barrels and a single door that leads further into the bowels of the ship.
Is there anything in the barrels?
How about say I'm gonna crack a barrel open?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. As you crack it open, what looks to be water, old dusty water, comes spilling out, fresh, if that makes any difference to you.
I'm so puzzled.
It's just water.
Okay.
I would like to walk up and
Okay.
examine
We'll
the
drink
door.
it.
Sure.
It's
Roll an
okay.
investigation check.
Guidance.
Sure. Guidance.
Investigation, you say?
Mhm.
That would be dirty 20.
Sure. 30-20. So. Excuse me. Yeah, you guys, as you're inspecting this door, it doesn't appear to be locked. You don't notice any sort of traps. Yeah, it's just a door.
Mm-hmm. Anything interesting in the barrels?
Water.
Water.
Kind of stale, but I mean it's drinkable. I think.
Okay, so
Alright.
Mickey has
I'm not
seen.
gonna test it.
So by now Mickey has seen the foot, right? Or has
Yeah,
been relayed that
It
there's a
came
foot.
up and relayed to you somehow. We're not gonna do the whole charade game, but yeah.
I also said it over the radio, so
Oh yeah, that's right. Radios.
Woo.
Radio.
Perfectly still.
It's
Could it be a
bizarre.
mimic?
A mimic.
Yeah. Is it a mimic? Mickey wants to see seamless body, weird foot at the bottom. Is there any chance Mickey might know what this is?
Roll
Especially if it's like a
history check.
construct being.
Roll a history check.
And I guess.
9.
Oh,
9. Okay. It does tickle just a little something in your memory, I'll say, but you're struggling to remember exactly what at this moment.
seeing as I'm.
Do I at least?
And so
What is-
at this point, sorry, I was just gonna say at this point, you all hear from the bottom, from under the ship, the telepathic message saying, "Hey, there's a human foot," or however you said it, Angels.
yeah. I don't remember what I said, but something like that. And I'm
Something
gonna be
like
like, "You want me to grab it, or what are we doing?"
Tickle it. Don't actually do that, Airsus. Please don't.
Oh,
Please don't do
I don't
that.
think you should touch it.
you
Uh,
changed your mind just in time because I was just about to say
I
it.
was-
and I
Airsus,
did it.
I was
I-
joking. Please don't do it. Yes. If we touch the ship with our with the ship with our bare hands, does it feel like wood? Does it feel like how we would expect a ship feels?
As you touch it, it's coarse, grainy wood. Roll me a, I'll say nature or medicine check.
I'll do a medicine check, absolutely. Green die, don't fail me now. Did not fail me. Dirty 20.
Okay. Dirty 20. So as you're looking down at it, you kind of make a realization that the less medically inclined among you wouldn't have really been able to realize. Normally, wood has like a grain. Even if it grew in certain ways. This almost looks more like... Imagine if you took like a piece of canvas or some other form of membrane and stretched it and like somehow formed it into the shape of a ship and then snapped your fingers and turned it to wood. It's closer to that than it is actual how you would expect any sort of plant to grow.
So it feels more like
it's not so much that
something
it feels
something
touch wise.
Base,
It feels
kind of like something at base flesh was transmuted. Something like that.
Possibly something like that.
I'll relay it that way because I think that's how Alia would probably think of it, and that's her just as a best guess at least. I don't know if we're in danger of the ship itself or anything, but we should probably be careful just in case, or be extra cautious.
Is the door at the end of this like hallway area? Does it have like a doorknob? Is there any way we can look through it before we just open the door?
Like the rest of the ship, it is borderline. It obviously has seams because it's a door, but like it matches so well that there's no real way to get a look inside. No.
Question.
Right.
Traveler, is there a place where there would be a lock on the door?
No, just a doorknob.
Okay.
I also have a question.
Sure.
About the foot.
Sure.
How many toes?
Is there a theme between the ship in quotations and the foot, or is that all one?
No, it is all one.
Okay, that's gross. I don't know.
I'm gonna open the door.
I was gonna say I was gonna volunteer to open the door.
All right.
If you didn't want to go first.
You open the door. All three of you roll me perception checks as you open the door.
Oh, no.
I was really afraid you were gonna say initiative.
Yeah.
18.
Saving throw for me.
Ooh, 21.
Okay. Natural 20 for a 25.
So all three of you, as you look into this room, the first thing that hits you is the floor and the walls. At first, it almost looks like weeds or grass or something is growing out of the walls and the floor of this room. And then you take a second closer look and you realize, oh, those are like fingers, toes, palms, faces, little bits and pieces of you don't know how many people that are just ever so slightly sticking out of the surface, still seamless.
Stormy grabs Varen's shoulder, pulls him back, and shuts the door.
I wasn't done with description.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No. You open this door. It's over.
And against the far wall, you see that it's all over the floor, the walls, and the ceiling. But the far wall, the one directly facing you, isn't. It is almost completely smooth, except for the very center, where you see what appears to be some sort of humanoid. But it's like they're half emerging from the wall. You can see the way that their skin just integrates seamlessly with it. But unlike the rest of everything else, as you have opened this door, its eyes open.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
And we get to just leave peacefully through the door.
Yes, Stormy again grabs Varen, pulls him back, and shuts the door, and was like, "Okay, guys, we're leaving."
Is anyone saying anything about the fact that the ship is suddenly waking up?
That's why we're
Oh.
leaving.
As you pull him back and you are starting to leave, you go to shut the door,
Oh.
and the door suddenly just isn't a door anymore. You go to pull it shut, and it just swings back towards you. There's no hinge or locking mechanism that you can see on it. As you see through the fact that you've now pulled it open the other way in order to try and shut it, this thing is still staring at you. Dead
Bonus
wooden
action.
with dead wooden eyes. Sure.
We should run.
Bonus action kinetic jaunt.
Sure.
Yeah, I'd like to use my movement and my action to try to help pull along my fellow party members in
Sure,
some way, shape, or form.
Sure, okay. Roll me a strength check, as you're currently much faster than these party members, but not the strongest person. So pulling them
I
may
am
not go.
definitely not the strongest person. That's a natural 2.
You're not really that helpful.
No.
But you can get all of their movement speed for sure. So, as you guys go and are running back through this hallway, I'm going to say we're not going to do this in like combat style. Or actually, hold on. I'll say this before we get into that. Ertos, you suddenly see the foot just ever so slightly start twitching. Before anybody has had the chance to say anything over the radio. Spasming and twitching.
Oh man, I was gonna grab it too, but now I feel uncomfortable by it. I'm gonna say that I'll say that over the radio. Be like, guys, the foot's like it's twitching, it's doing a weird thing. I'm coming up, and I'll start swimming back.
Alright. So, hold on. Mickey has an.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up?
Oh, God. If Mickey thought the ship was suddenly living, what would he do? I think the answer is he would try to cast Hypnotic Pattern on the ship.
I was gonna say, can I know you said nobody had a chance to speak. With my natural 20 and the 25, can I get a word in?
Sorry, for what did you roll the natural 20 on again?
The perception check to see that thing?
Sure, I'll say you get a word in.
Run.
Fair enough. So, give me just a second.
When Mickey first learns that the ship is moving like it's alive, I want to cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Sure. Give me 2 seconds to look at Hypnotic Pattern.
God, I
Traveler's
really
favorite
hope
spell.
it doesn't. Yeah.
Sure. So it says specifically, each creature in the area who sees the pattern, and
Oh, fair enough. There's no eyes.
there's no
Well, there
eyes.
are, but no, there.
Then instead, cast Suggestion.
Sure. What are you saying for your suggestion?
Sleep.
Okay. I'll allow. What's the?
Is that too much? Let me see.
Well, it's not that that's too much. My only problem is there is a sleep spell, so using
Fair point.
And also, it's gonna
that
use
to
it-
sleep is
it's-
kind of.
It's gonna
Eh?
use.
To be fair though, the
action.
sleep spell is multi-targeted
No, it's fine. It's shush.
and not
shush.
concentration.
Okay.
All right. So what are you doing? So what kind of save is that, and what is the DC?
Wisdom 15 save, and it will count as being, just in case this matters. Does it say? Magically charmed.
Wisdom 15. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I rolled a natural 19, and he has not a -6. So
Can I
unfortunately,
still rebarbs that?
Sure. Okay. He still passes.
Damn, I'm guessing he's immune to it. So fuck.
You might think resistant, possibly. But
Resistant also potential. Well, if it was resistant, then silver barbs would really fuck it. But
Yeah.
well, as in that resistant means it gets advantage on the saves. So silver barb just means I get to roll another one at advantage.
yeah, but silver barb forces you to
Chooses
take the
worst of the
lowest.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you would pick the
Ah!
worst of the 3.
He's still fine.
Yeah.
Either way, I didn't roll lower than an 11.
Yeah.
on all 3 dice. So it is what it is. Okay.
All
Nice
you
reason.
eat.
So I'm going to say,
Vomit.
Jay, I know what you're doing with your turn. Erdos is currently using his turn. He spoke and then is swimming to the surface. Ilya and Stormy, is there anything that you guys want to do on your turns, or are you guys just running?
How long is this hallway that we're in? Like before we get to
A
the stairs?
solid like 50 feet.
I'm gonna cast blindness on it, on the figure.
Sure.
I'm gonna try at least.
What kind of save is that?
It's a con save of 14.
A con save?
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work, but I'm still gonna try.
I mean, hey, I can roll a natural 1.
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit.
Did you really?
I rolled a natural 1.
Let's go.
Let me check. Let me
Nice.
check how blindness works real quick before I. Stop that. Okay, hold on. Give me about 2 seconds. I mean, it doesn't. Realistically, this doesn't really matter. But now I'm just curious about the logistics. I gotta check and see exactly what blindness affects. Okay. Stormy, what you got?
Oh, I was just gonna run.
Oh
No,
yeah,
if-
yeah. You can run easy enough. So Ilya,
Yeah,
as the only person not dashing, you are very quickly falling behind this group. The rest of the group.
Mhm.
Blinded. It requires sight. I don't know if that is. I don't know how true sight and tremor sense are affected by that, but we'll see.
I actually, if it means anything, I do have something that I'm planning to do after blindness.
Oh sure,
That
as a
might
bonus
that
action?
might affect a potential tremor sense.
Sure. Oh, you're gonna fly, aren't you?
Well, I'm gonna do a few things.
Huh?
I'm gonna do a few stupid things.
Sorry, I'm deaf. What was that?
I'm gonna do a few stupid things. I'll just leave
Sure.
it at that.
So yeah, you still have a bonus action.
I'll start floating.
All right, you start floating. That is actually really, really good idea. So, the two of you who are on the ground, Erdos, you're not touching it, and I actually got to roll one for the big man up top. Let me see. I believe this is a dexterity saving throw, but let me just.
Oh, you would.
Yeah. All right. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Good luck, people who are running.
I mean,
I'm going to
say as I
use
just
my
float in the
bardic.
hallway.
I'm going to use my bardic, so I
Yeah,
add a
you're
D8 to
floating.
that. That is a 14.
All right, that's a fail.
that's a 24.
Oh, that does pass. Did you use a luck? Did you use a luck
Nope.
point?
Just
Okay.
just a rogue, baby.
All right. So. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, right. So you manage to step out of them as they appear, but Stormy, thick roots and tendrils are beginning to grow up your legs even as you're running. You only actually make it about 30 to 40 feet down this hallway before your feet are completely held still. And as it slowly begins to work its way up your leg, maybe a Constitution saving throw this time.
Oh, that I got you. Got you. That is a nat 20 for a 25.
Okay, so you take half of. That was a disgustingly bad roll. Okay, no, that's better. That's the weirdest roll I have had in a while. Wow, I'm bad at math. 11, 23, 31 points halved of bludgeoning damage as these things begin like an anaconda crushing and grinding
would-
your ankles as it works its way
15?
up. Half of 30. Yeah, so 15 total.
Okay, so I take 12 because of my feet.
Okay. Baron, you managed to dance your feet out of it. You all look and you see that the stairs are slowly disappearing.
Mhm.
The gap is slowly disappearing as you watch as these wriggling vines are beginning to close the hole over the stairs.
Real quick,
And I
do-
try to use my sword to cut the vines off of my ankles to get out of there.
real quick,
Yeah. So, oh yes, Mickey.
have they told me anything about the ship not being asleep? Because I don't know if suggestion, if
You
it
just heard
fails,
run.
would I know?
You just
I
heard
heard
run.
run, and you heard.
So no
That's
one has
all you
said
heard.
anything
Baron
since
say
I've casted
run.
suggestion.
Oh no, you know if a spell succeeds or fails, so you know it failed.
Would I have
Also,
the ability to
objectively,
attempt again to put it?
we wouldn't know you cast that spell.
So you do, but we're doing this. It's not like combat initiative, but it is a you all get to go and then it does its thing type initiative. So that was one activation of both of you. So now you are on the next one if you would like.
All right. I'm going to use my
I'll let
action.
them act first.
I'm gonna use my action to mobile flourish, or no, I'm gonna go up to Stormy, use
Sure.
my slashing flourish to attack one of the vines that's holding him down.
Sure. Make an attack roll.
Flanking?
Flanking.
I feel like that's a stretch.
It's a straight
It's
roll.
got me.
No, that is a
That's
bit of a stretch. This is a straight roll,
Worth a
and
try.
God help you if you roll a natural one.
Oh yeah.
I didn't. It's a
Okay.
20
Thank God.
something? 20...
Because this is around your friend's ankles. That will hit. Roll some
yeah,
damage.
27. Sneak attack, yes or no?
No.
Okay. So it's just this. Oh, yeah, maybe. That's pretty good. 8. 14 points of slashing damage and 6 points of slashing damage to if I only got one of the vines, I also do 6 points to all surrounding vines. Like a little AoE. 6 AoE.
Oh, AoE. Hey, fair enough. So 14 just to the one and 6
Yes.
to the other.
Are you
Okay.
using Bardic Inspiration? Oh no, you already used it, didn't you?
Yeah.
So yeah, you don't quite manage to get all the way through it, but it looks like it's mostly you managed to get most of the way through the skin. There's just like slivers and bits
action.
that are left.
Slash again.
Sure.
Nice. That's 8 points of slashing. All of this has been magical as well, if that matters.
Wait, what did you roll to hit the second time?
Oh, that's right. Haha, I'm stupid. Where my d20? No, you suck. Ooh, better. 26.
Okay, so yeah. Alright, roll it.
I'll re-roll. The same fucking... Okay, cool. 8 points of magical slashing. Or, I guess piercing, technically, but... Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you do manage to, with that second slash, sever the roots around Stormy's feet.
And because I'm rogue and all of this other garbage, I'm going to use my movement 50 feet out of there.
Make a dexterity saving throw as you are attempting to make your way out of this rapidly closing hole up the
I don't
stairs.
know if it will help, but I also am not affected by difficult terrain.
No, that won't help.
Okay.
Oh.
It's not... Okay, never mind. I forgot I'm a rogue. Dirty 20?
Fails.
Luck.
Okay.
Where did you go? Nope. Count, even though it was better. Fuck. It's not as good, but it is something. 622?
Succeeds. Yeah. So you go to thrust your way through this. I don't want to come that way. That just gets weird. As you go to burst through this hole up into the sunlight, you can feel the tendrils that are starting to close the hole are dragging at your feet and at your back, at everything. But you just managed to push through. As you burst into the sunlight, you see what Mickey's been seeing, which is the large Soulborne is currently making his way back towards the ship, hacking apart many different vines with his spears. Spear singular. And yeah, you can feel cold air is just whipping around him in a frenzy as he's just going ham on these vines. Okay, so that is Varen's activation. So who wants to go next? This little turn of turns.
I swim, and then I swim some more.
Oh, yeah, you can. I mean, you were this is a big-ish ship, but you could have already gotten to the top essentially. Or
Yeah,
you can get to the deck with that kind of. Yeah.
I don't really want to climb onto this ship.
Okay, so you want to climb back onto your ship.
Correct. So if that takes me a little while longer.
So I'll say if you essentially do the dash action,
Yeah.
you can just get yourself up and onto the ship, like standing right next to Mickey.
Okay, perfect. You just see water dripping down, but you don't see me because I'm still invisible.
You're still invisible. You do have a bonus action if you've got anything you'd like to do for that.
Not right now, no. But how far are the two ships from each other?
They're about 10 feet apart.
Okay, cool, great. That's good to know.
Fairly
That's
close, yeah.
that's my turn.
Okay. So.
Is it my turn?
Whoever, you guys can do whatever order. I'm not dictating that.
I'm waiting
wanna-
until after Stormy goes. So
I think I'm going to try. So is everyone out of the ship? I think we still got 2 people in it, right?
Yeah. Am I completely freed, or did I still have one of the
For me?
vines on me? Yeah.
No, but he managed to completely free you.
Okay, then yeah,
both
I
you
am
and-
looking.
Yeah, both you and Ilya, because of your aversions to movement, the only way you'll get out of the ship this turn is if you dash. Ilya, you're kind of odd because you're floating. What's your movement speed when you float?
it's still my walk speed, but I do have ways to move faster.
Okay, well,
That's why I'm waiting for Stormy, because if he doesn't
Got
get
it.
out, I'm going to be doing something. If he does get out, I'm going to do certain ways to get out. So
Fair enough. So Stormy, what
Yeah,
are
I
you up
feel
to? You are now
as
free.
Yeah, as soon as he cut me loose, I feel like I'm trying to get out of
Sure.
the hallway.
So yeah, your regular movement will take you to the very foot of the stairs, but it will take.
I'm going to dash then.
All right. As you go to burst out into the sunlight, make me a dexterity saving throw.
Mm. That is a 4.
I think you know what I'm gonna say.
I passed.
Yes. No.
Incredibly.
Sweet.
As you go to burst out into the sunlight, you can feel the tendrils that are wrapping around you, or the tendrils, much like the ones that are wrapped around your feet, have caught you by like your upper shoulders and mid torso. As you go to burst out into the sunlight, you can feel it starting to slowly start to encircle and close around your waist. Ilya, with your dark vision, you can see he's essentially clogging the only hole back up to the surface at this time.
how much has it wrapped around Stormy?
Oh, it's pretty dang. Because it was forming, it was like moving to cover this hole, and he went to jump through the hole, and it essentially just cinched around his waist.
Do
Okay.
the spikes on my armor appear to be doing any damage to the ship?
I'll say it definitely does, but not enough.
You get to release you.
Not enough, exactly. Not enough for it to get to release.
That's what I was
Saying-
hoping for. I was like, maybe if I
I'll say
wiggle a
this.
little bit.
I'll say this. It definitely. There doesn't seem to be any sort of pain response from this thing. Like, it's not like it's like, ouchie, there are spikes on this thing. No, it's digging in, but you can see it is crunching itself in the process of digging in.
Okay.
Attempt
Okay,
to
so
try...
Stormy or the ship and Stormy is kind of blocking the only exit.
Yes.
I'm assuming unless I
can
teleport to the other side.
Can
is
I
there like a gap?
Uh,
I'm not doing it, but is there a gap?
oh,
if I
yes,
were to
there
try?
are like super thin gaps because there's still like a thread. It's still just a mess of vines and tendrils.
Okay. So my teleport just needs me to be able to see.
You can see
the other side.
something. You'd be teleporting up, essentially up into just air, but you can see that.
Can I
gap.
can I see that he's caught?
Yeah, you can see like his upper half just sticking
Yeah.
out of what was a stairwell.
Can I try with my action to once again use suggestion? This time with the word release.
Release, sure.
Yeah. Wisdom 15 save.
That is a pass.
Silvery barbs.
Okay. I rolled better.
Silver barbs
Giving
again.
advantage is- I'm
Silver
giving
barbs
advantage
again?
to,
Okay.
4 die.
Okay, that one is a natural 2. It fails.
Stormy giving
Okay,
advantage.
finally.
So yeah, Ilya,
And
you
I'll
watch
give Ilya
as-
advantage.
Give Ilya advantage. I believe you have to be able to see to give Ilya
Oh,
advantage.
Fair enough. Then I'll give it to Varen.
What?
Okay.
I feel like
Actually, no, I'll give it to the Soulborne. Actually, that's fucking
Yeah.
interesting idea. Let's give it to the Soulborne.
Yeah, I mean, as of right now, the reason that you get the feeling that the reason this is so easy on you guys right now is mostly because there's just a mass and forest of tentacles that are trying to actively encircle this guy, and he is just cutting them all to ribbons.
Being
Oh,
a
yeah.
As
badass.
a note.
Oh, and as a bonus action, can I command my little sea dolphin thing to attack this thing?
Sure, yeah, you can feel your
Right.
thing in the water. Roll an attack roll. Sure.
Probably not gonna do much, but it's force damage, so I figure, hey,
Force damage
Why
is
not?
Great.
God, what is this? So it's my spell attack modifier. Jesus, this is so complicated to do. Okay, so spell attack modifier is... Spell attack is +7, so... D20 +7. So that's 25. I
Hits.
assume that hits the ship. It would be real sad if this thing missed a ship.
Fair.
And it's gonna deal 1d10 plus personal PB, which is 3, so a d10, d100, d10. Oh, okay, well that's gonna do 13 damage.
Okay. You feel your little watery thing is like thrashing against the ship in the below the water. It doesn't feel like it's doing a whole lot.
It's helping. It's doing its best. It's trying hard.
It's certainly trying hard. I'll give that to it for sure. It's the results that are dubious. All right. So yeah, I'll say Stormy, you're allowed to, like, you do get up onto the deck of the ship. Because even though like technically you didn't have any movement left, I'll say you get up onto the deck with what's left of your movement.
Okay.
All right. Ilya, you're the only one with a turn left.
Now that he is free and on the top of the deck, is the stairway being blocked, or are the vines?
You
feeder
gather it.
vines going
You
away?
gather it could definitely snatch you up if you try to get through it. It's still attempting to close. Like this isn't like a.
Shit.
Yeah.
Because I have a wee bit of a problem, to be honest. How close am I to the face that I blinded? Like where the eye is?
At this point, you're a solid. Oh boy. 70 feet away, 60 feet away, roughly. It's about a 50-foot hallway and a 10-foot room.
Well, that plan ain't gonna work. I will float to the stairway with how much movement I have. I have 30 feet of movement.
Yeah, you can get to the base of the stairs.
I'm going to fully activate my aura, so channel divinity. So I have the dim orb always around me,
Yeah,
and then I'm going to teleport to the surface, 30 feet,
sure.
or as close as I can get with 30 feet.
Because you can, it's only a 10-foot stairwell. As you were looking up, you can't teleport to like a place on the docks. You can just kind of appear in the air in a fear of darkness if you want. Sure.
Yep. I just want to get to the top.
Yeah.
So not be touching the ground, just floating above it, but
Yeah, makes sense.
just get to the top.
As you come up to the top, yeah, Varen and Stormy, give me some dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
You're still on the ship, buddy.
Yeah.
It is. It's essentially its turn, is what I'm.
I see. I see.
I would
Uh,
recommend you get the fuck
Stormy
off the
got a
ship.
6.
I mean, yeah, that's the plan. Well, you have
A
advantage,
6?
Stormy,
Yeah. Oh, I have advantage. Okay. Then
and your mic's been fixed. Hello.
yes. I got a
Sounds
7
so
with
different.
advantage.
What happened to your voice?
I know.
Oh, I got my sexy voice on now.
Yeah.
I mean, I can get
I can
even
fix
deeper
I
if you
can
would like
fix
me
your
to.
Audio.
Say apricot real slow for me, real quick.
Apricot.
Okay.
Oh,
That does it. That
Now
it's
we're
the
there
gaming.
we go.
now we're gaming.
That's a well. Let's see. 21.
Yeah. You both roll Constitution saving throws for this as well, because you're both restrained now.
Oh, I'm going to luck again.
Go for it.
It's here for a reason. That's almost as good as it gets. That's a 25.
That will pass.
Oh.
All right. What'd you roll for the con, Stormy?
7 with advantage. I got a 6 and a 7.
Why do you have advantage?
Well, you had advantage for the dex, not the con.
Oh, con save. I didn't even hear that. I'm sorry.
Oh, all good.
Oh, for con save, I got an 11.
Okay, so that does
Hell yeah,
fail.
dude.
Yeah,
So this
I'm,
time you take the full 34 bludgeoning damage, as these vines are still trying to work their way up your legs.
Okay, I'm still okay. Not great, but I'm okay.
All right. So, yeah, that will take it back to your guys' turn. What are y'all up to?
I'm going to. Is there any? I might as well just do it. I'm going to use my movement to get back to the ship.
Yeah, you have enough. You can straight roll me an acrobatics check because your movement is great and all, but you still have to either crawl across a rope, which will take some time.
It's
Or
not
just jump.
phenomenal, but it's not nothing. 17.
You're fine.
Okay.
No, you're fine.
And then attack dagger.
That's what?
At the vines covering the Soulborne. Or actually, wait, no, Stormy.
You're covering the Soulborne. He's kind of just a whirling of blades at the moment.
I thought he was starting to get a little covered.
No.
On to Stormy then.
I admit, I don't know why Stormy can't see. All right, yeah, Stormy, you're up.
No. Like
Well,
on
big
the
new
vines that
computer,
are
so it's
holding
new
him down.
everything.
Oh, yeah. Roll an attack roll.
Yes, I shall. That's a 22.
Hits.
All right, and no sneak attack on these, if I'm correct.
No.
Okay. Unfortunate. That's 6 non-magical piercing.
Okay.
And bonus action attack again. That's 21.
Hits.
It's gonna be less. Never mind. 8 magical piercing.
All right. The vine. You do manage to hit some vines, but they are holding strong.
And that's my turn.
Okay.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
So now that there's multiple people on the deck, does it seem like the vines are struggling to go after both? Like they're more limited in how many vines can go at each target, or do they both just seem to be like getting swarmed?
Roll an insight check for me.
Because
I'm gonna.
depending on this roll, I might have an idea.
I'm gonna grab some water really quick.
That was a good roll. Well, it was a okay roll.
That's better than my rolls tonight.
Well, my idea is if it does seem to be limited by how
I
many
am back
targets
and
we can go after,
I am back and hydrated.
16.
16. Okay. You gather that there is some kind of limit to how many vines there can be. Now, whether that's a physical limit or simply how many different things it can actively, try to concentrate on hitting it once you're not sure.
Okay. And these things sprouted like the moment something. Once it was awake, they sprouted the moment something touched it, right?
Oh yeah, they Varen was quick enough with kinetic jaunt, but literally every step he took, you would watch these little fingerling vines slowly drift back down into the boat.
Okay. I'm gonna try something. Opposite of where Stormy and the Soulborne are, I'm going to cast Create Food and create 45 pounds of food and just plop it onto the ground. And I'm hoping that the vines will go after it and maybe...
What kind of food?
Just generic, like... There's some meat, there's some breads, there's some bland-looking apples. I mean, it's generic food. But it's 45 pounds worth.
It's 45 pounds worth. Ooh, that is... Wow, yeah, that's a lot of food.
A good amount of food.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. I'm hoping that it'll distract the vines enough to
9 5-pound
help you.
hams right there. But no, yeah. As you look, you see that while the bread and meat, cheese and apples and stuff is left untouched, some vines do like trickle up and latch onto the meat and slowly suck it down. You see, it's all like until essentially it's like the meat was never there. It's the completely smooth surface of the ship again.
That happened very quick. Okay. I float near Stormy, but that's all I do.
Well, if you said 45 pounds of just meat, it might take a turn, but we'll see. So
it was just food, so I assume it makes like a meal for
exactly, man. So yeah, okay, that is you. That is Varen, and that is Ilya. What has everybody else got?
I guess after seeing Varen throw some daggers at the vines around Stormy, I will follow suit and I will shoot at it twice with my bow.
Sure.
I come out of invisibility, pretty much standing right over Mickey. Like, excuse me.
Yep.
All right.
No eyes have opened up, right?
Sorry?
No eyes have opened up this entire time, right?
Nope. Not that you can see.
That I can see.
16 to hit the vine. Nope, sorry, 15.
Misses.
Slightly better, 18.
That's what hit.
All right. That's a D6. I don't want you. D8 and a D4. Okay, so some of this is psychic, some of this is non-magical piercing. Do you want the differences?
No, it doesn't matter for this.
Okay, cool. That is 8 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah, 8 points of damage. An arrow thuds deep into the wood and roots, almost cutting through the vine. But unfortunately, Stormy, as you look down, it seems like you'd gather from what happened before and what's happening now, there's some kind of like, hey, enough damage has to be done at once. Otherwise, it's just going to suck up more material and continue growing. And unfortunately, you did not hit the gap.
That makes sense. I'm realizing I had a better thing to do, but it's too late. So if you're still there next turn, I'll try that. Okay, that's it. I'm done.
Could I think I'm gonna try to take a slash at the roots at my feet.
Yeah, go for it.
Alright, just say 17.
17? Yeah, beats it.
Okay. So first attack is 7 piercing. Second
Okay,
attack
7 piercing.
is a 14 to hit. So
Misses.
okay, then that's all I can really do.
At
Yeah,
this
that's it.
point, does Mickey know what this is?
Make another history check.
Another history check. Like my history.
To be fair, it's not that bad. Skills, history. Excuse me. I'm using my trait. I'm angry with what I rolled. I'm very angry with what I rolled. I don't like what I rolled. I don't like the number that I rolled. It is not an okay number.
Okay.
Okay, 12. There we go. That's a little better.
Sounds like a skill issue to me.
It's a many issues. So a 12.
Okay. You saw something like this once, just once, in very different circumstances and in a very different way. It wasn't this exact thing. It wasn't this exact on construction, if you will. But you do remember once. One of the only times you ever saw Lady Powder visit your maker. She had something similar to this in a cage, but much smaller. And you got sent away before any real talking was done, but there was a lot of anger and things. A lot of vaguely loud and raised voices at the in the Wizard's Tower that day.
Would I
night,
have happened
whatever.
to overheard if whether it was a creation or a natural thing? I'm guessing based on the fact that she was angry with my maker.
You gather. Well, you don't think. I'll say, with a little bit of retrospection, it didn't seem like she was angry at him. She was just angry in general. But from your magical, roll an Arcana check.
Okay, an Arcana check. That's a little better. Okay. Other uses fucking my feet. Fucking Jesus Christ, I'm gonna fucking 11.
You don't. I'll say this: you have no record of any sort of being that matches this description. Realistically, like ever.
Okay, I'm gonna try something.
Natural being, I'll say that
Yeah.
much.
I want to cast Dispel Magic on it.
Okay. Roll me. Oh boy, I need to double check and see how Dispel Magic
Sorry.
works. I believe it's a D20 plus. I
The
want to say it's a
DC
check. It's not a save. It's a check.
For each spell, 4th level or higher, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. The DC is 10 plus the spell's level.
Okay. Yep. So.
10 plus
Yeah. Roll a D20 and
4, so
ability check. Yeah. So plus charisma.
it's 4. So it's a D20. 18.
18. Okay. So, Stormy and really everybody, you watch as the vines slowly and sluggishly are slowing down and stopping to move. 18, that is good.
I can't believe I guessed that was a spell. I had a feeling something was wrong.
Well, watch as this almost seems to start like falling apart. Bits and pieces of wood are like peeling off and flopping into the ocean. This ship is about to start sinking, by the way.
Okay, what the fuck was that ship? Like, what is that spell? I want to know what spell that is.
If anything.
That's a hella dope spell. I wanna learn whatever the fuck that is.
Am I still restrained or?
No, you are no longer restrained. So yeah,
Okay.
I'll say both you and the Soulborne are fairly easily able to get back to the ship, and you watch. Roll me a perception check, you all, as you're watching this thing kind of like peel itself apart and crumble.
15.
11.
14.
10.
15,
17.
11, 14, 10, and 17. Okay.
Yep.
So, sorry, who rolled the 17?
Stormy.
Stormy, okay. Stormy, as you're looking down, you do see, starting to appear in the bits of wood, it's like encased bone. Like as you see a strip fall off, and you can see like the bone and the wood are one, but it's still in the middle between planks. And you also see in the very center there's you see what appears to be one corpse. It's already sinking. Like you just kind of get brief glimpses of it, and the rest is refuse. Skin almost looking like flayed, like skin hanging a little too wide to be on meat and bones. Weird bits of stuff coming off of him. And you'd almost think for half a second it met your eyes before it slipped beneath the waves.
Okay, I know this is a horrifyingly evil spell, but I kind of want it.
Like,
Because
I
Mickey is
know.
secretly the
Flesh ship?
villain.
Is that the spell you want? Create flesh ship?
Well, it appears to be like flesh abomination, and it has apparently the ability to devour shit to grow bigger and stronger, and I kind of really want that spell. And if it's a spell, I am a bard.
Nick, your constant summoner is showing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know,
Come
it is.
on, this is dope. I'm thirsting for this spell. Ooh. Mickey's about to go evil.
Was there anything of note in the water that dropped at all? Anything that looked like a sword? Anything that looked like anything?
Not that you can
Or
see.
treasure.
Or yeah. Something
Money.
that wasn't the loss of life that we
Do
might
we
be
have
able
to
pull
dive
up.
in after it? Do we have to send Airtoes after something shiny?
He's ready to dive.
He is
Got a
always
scuba
dive.
tank on.
Roll
so
me
he's,
Ready to dive.
Roll me an investigation check.
Everyone?
Ooh,
No,
+0.
just the people who are asking.
Okay.
I want loot. Especially this
Fair-
kind of loot.
All right, fine.
Stormy got a
Everybody's
2.
free to roll one. All right.
Ah, it's a 13. Come
I need
on.
my physical dice. I got a 2.
Actually, no way.
Wow, we.
I have one more use of my funny perk. Hell yeah, 17.
Investigation.
Investigation.
23.
Other than Varen, did anybody beat 20?
4 is not better than 20, right?
Well,
It actually is
Haven't
crazy.
Golf rules. I got a 2.
I would have to consult my calendar, but I don't.
It does.
17 comes
That
before
might not
20.
work because on the
Oh,
calendar it'll
that
cycle
rule only
back
works on
and come back,
Tuesdays.
so-
Yeah, exactly. That rule only works on Tuesdays. Tuesdays. Twos are considered critical hits.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, bro. I can't wait
too
for
bad we don't play
Thursdays.
on Tuesday.
Yeah,
I would be
Tuesdays,
totally killing it
Thursdays.
constantly.
I rolled a wed today. Can we crit on
So yeah, as you're looking down into
The
the
mid-roll.
water, Varen, you do see. Oh boy, let me look and see exactly what this thing's called before I. Hold on, give me about 2 whole seconds.
One.
You see a dragon turtle coming to eat
Oh,
the
man.
ship's remains.
No, he's gonna
Two
do that
dragon
once I
Turtle
break
friend
the
when?
water.
Actually,
Would I ever just?
yes.
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 Hey,
yes.
let me at least finish.
No. Yes, you would.
Yeah.
The answer's yes.
That's when it gets dangerous. Is when we let you finish.
Yeah.
I feel
Yep.
You should.
feel
uh-huh.
attacked.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel.
How do you think we feel about the flesh ship?
I like
I
it.
mean,
I mean, I was having a good time.
I
You know,
thought it was
it's-
interesting.
It was less terrifying than I was expecting.
okay.
Don't say
you were gonna
that.
So,
Don't say that, first of all.
more
Now you're dead.
terrifying. Got it.
I mean, I was expecting. Everybody else says I was expecting anglerfish. That this was just like the lure of an
Or
anglerfish.
mimic.
Yeah.
Once we get down in the hallway,
Okay,
as it eat us.
I did. I will say this: I did genuinely consider making it one big mimic. I really.
I thought
did.
it was a mimic, honestly.
I thought about it, but I was like, that's too basic, and so I did this instead.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Flesh abomination.
I was expecting to see like a fleshy stalk coming down from the bottom.
say it's
and
also
just a
more your vibe.
giant-
I still think it was just a ship, guys. Come on.
I mean, yo, you
No,
Right.
just
It was just a boat with a
Um,
foot on it. It's fine.
Yeah,
only
it's
us
just a
three
foot.
know about the flesh fingers.
The foot was a rudder. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
You do see what looks to be a single
Gold coin. Coin.
no, not a single gold coin. You see what looks to be in nothing with nothing but wood. You look down and see what looks to be some sort of like leather cloth and bits and bobs all hanging around one another, floating. You think this might be a set of leather armor?
Yeah, I'll hop in.
Point it out. I'll just jump in. I was ready to jump anyway.
Say, let Airtos. He's got the swim speed.
That is
Like,
true.
Yeah,
Airtoes?
Airtos, you get to swimming like a fish. With him pointed out, you do come up with what
Like an
looks
iguana.
to be
Yeah.
a singular set of leather armor.
It's just in my mouth
Mm.
as I swim.
All right. Well, we don't have any way to identify this, do we? Does it? Can I inspect the leather armor to see if there are
Don't
any?
put it
like,
on, you're gonna get it
arcane-
stuck.
I'm not doing that again. To see if there are any arcane runes or anything on it.
Sure. Roll an investigation check as you're checking this thing out.
All right, guidance. What is that? Yeah. What is that? 11.
11. Okay. With an 11, I'll say, as you're looking around, you don't find anything overtly magical, but it certainly is well preserved considering the conditions you just found it.
Well,
It's in my mouth. What does it taste like?
Leather.
Tastes like leather. I don't think
Well-
it's magic. I think I taste the magic.
all right.
Is it light armor or heavy armor?
It's light. It's leather.
Mickey's gonna put it on.
Okay, you put on the armor.
The metal mouse wearing leather armor. That's funny.
Nothing happened?
I mean, it'll take a
Nothing
while.
yet.
Yeah, it'll take a while if it does.
You know what? I figure, fuck it. It's light armor. Worst thing that can happen is I get a debuff, probably to taking hits, which I don't want to do anyway. So
Yeah, I think the last time we found a suit of armor, we just put it on without figuring out what it did first.
I
Also,
sure
nothing
did.
nothing went wrong
Like-
when we did that, so it's perfect.
Yeah. actually,
mean-
no. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna run over to Horde, ask him if he can identify it.
Horde
It
is
isn't with you guys.
Oh shit! No, Horde's not on the ship. I saw his little mini.
we
and I'm
haven't
like,
seen
Horde.
Horde for months. What do you?
Yeah.
months and months.
Fuck it. I'm just gonna keep wearing it then.
You guys just
Someone
kind of
check,
forgot
Mickey's
about
memory
Horde.
banks.
We took this man away from his home for adventure and left him.
That is exactly what happened.
To be fair, he went off on his own to go to concerts. He's living the life.
No, we kind of just disappeared for like a month, and then
Yeah.
Wait, didn't
that
we-
You
he was
also,
gone.
as a note, you also just kind of like when you got not a single person said, "Hey, let's let Horde know or give him." No, you guys just got off the ship and immediately started doing your own thing.
To be fair, I assumed he was with us every time we got off the ship, and then once bad things started happening to us, I realized that he probably wasn't.
Yeah.
So-
I had a similar thought process, but hey, he's
It's fine.
sure.
He's off on his own.
we'll meet him when he's level 20 and he
And the
has
big
many
bad,
tails.
absolutely, yeah.
He gets converted over to the Death Cult, and he's the
He's
final
like
boss.
he's the lead of the rebellion.
Yeah.
He's behind the Badger.
Victorious house! Woo! I am now King Horde. Everybody, give me your brass. Don't tempt me. I will. If you think I won't,
No.
I will make,
No.
I will make it.
I just
canon.
feel like we have a higher chance of success bartering with Horde because we know his mannerisms. So,
It's true.
Hey.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean,
Fuck it. I'll put it on if it's cursed.
Okay. Yeah, you
I don't
put
mind
the
it.
armor on.
Yeah.
I mean, as a
It's on
construct,
your
is
body.
it like shaped like your body? Would it actually do anything?
Well, if it's magical, it will become the shape of your body.
This
That's
is
fair.
this is about to be such a weird interaction. Just
Oh God.
hold on. Well, only because he's a construct. Only because he's a construct. Because this is about to be hilarious. If I need to find the exact, I need to find the thing I'm looking for, and I'll get back to y'all.
TLDR. Yes,
yeah.
it was magical.
Where is it?
I'm not gonna lie. When you first introduced Mickey, I was picturing like a BB-8 style droid, and then I saw the mini, and now I just try to picture that little rat guy in armor, and I'm like, how?
Yeah, just a little bit. Okay. So well, it won't happen for an hour, anyways. So yeah.
Oh, we have something to look forward to, guys.
Yeah. So what are you guys doing as you finally made your way off of this ship?
Staring at Mickey for an hour. No.
Oh, and as a note, the second everybody's back aboard, the deckhands cut the lines.
That's good.
Even with it dissolving, they are still not having it.
That's
I think
smart.
Stormy's going to actually go take a short rest because I'm below half, so I'm going to go
Sure.
take a short rest.
Sure, yeah.
Mickey's gonna take a long rest. I need to restore some spell slots.
Okay.
I mean,
You can
yeah,
take long
that's
rest.
definitely an option. I am fine. Aside from long
Same.
rest. And I'm not
Yeah.
gonna take a long rest.
All right. So, is there anything that y'all want to be
You cut
doing,
out on my-
for
there
lack
you
of
go.
a better term?
For this hour?
For how long? For an hour or
Next
for?
hour. Yeah, for this next hour.
For this next hour, I'd like to sit and watch Mickey. No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't know. Actually, you know what? No, that's not metagaming. The last time we found armor, I put it on, and bad things happened. I'm gonna watch Mickey.
I need. Why am I having so much trouble finding this chart?
Why is there a
Mickey,
chart?
roll me a D1. Mickey, roll me a D100, and
no.
whenever I find this chart, I'll let you know what it leads to.
Nick,
A
do you know how to roll a
D100?
D100?
I
Pick them
press
up and
it
you put them down.
You click the button that says roll
56.
D100.
Yeah.
56. Okay.
All the TikTok drama that's been happening about rolling D100 is making me want to claw my eyes.
Huh?
I'm
I used
There
to
are
not privy to that drama,
There
but
are
that's
people
because I
that
just have a
say-
golf ball that's a D100.
There are people that say rolling 00 and 0 is a 0.
It's 100. What?
No.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
You cannot
Yeah.
roll a 0 on a dice.
Can't roll a 0.
Yeah,
It's not.
yeah. It's physically
That would make it a
impossible.
D101.
Yes.
I am of the opinion that a 0 in the D10 is a 1, and you go by 10s on the D1 the other one.
The 0 is a 10.
Yes.
Yeah, because there
Yeah,
is
yeah,
a
that's-
1 on the dice.
Zero,
Yeah,
zero,
Oh,
it's,
yeah,
it's,
that's not
it's
an
also,
opinion,
if
that
you look
is
at your
how it works.
D10, the 0 is on the even side. So
Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
0,
The one,
Oh, yeah, then it's a
1,
D10
3,
that's
5, 7, 9.
0, 0, 0 is 100. 0,
Yes.
0.
Yeah.
Wait, 0.
No, it's 0, 90
0,
is
0,
100.
0
0, 90
is 100. 1, 0, 0 is 10.
No. I do it if it's 90 and a 0 on the 10
Gross
D10.
difference.
Oh god.
Oh,
Hold on, I'm
geez.
googling it. I'm googling
Wait,
it.
so-
How to calculate?
All right, we're into the weeds now.
Combination of a 10 of
D100.
a 1, 0 on one dice and a 0 on my, because my D10 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. So
My D10 is I have double 0 to 90,
yes.
and I mean my 10s die, my percentile,
Yes.
and then I have 0 to 9 on my D10.
Okay. Then
So-
what would a 10 be, Nick?
0. So 0's a 10.
No, what
and
would a
0,
0
0,
no. What on a D100?
0, 0 percentile. 0, 0, 0 would be 10.
No, then
3
what's
zeros
100?
would be 10. 90 and a 0.
Then what's 10?
No, he's,
So
he's
you're
right.
adding-
No, he's
That is
right.
right.
That is right.
Then what's 10
No,
out
a
of 0?
0 is 20. Because 0 is 10.
Yeah.
on a
Yeah,
D10.
0 is just a 10. Yeah.
'Cause otherwise, you wouldn't be able to roll a 100.
Yeah, a 100 is 000.
You're doing the
No,
substitution method where you do stupidly easy calculations up until the case it's 000, and
Yeah,
then
the
it
only,
just
the only
wraps
odd
around.
cases for a D100 are 1, 10, and 100. That's the only That's the only time it's
According to
different.
the thing I sent in the chat, Nick is right.
Yeah, the
It's
way I
According
do
to
it,
the
the
thing I
0
sent in
is
the
the
chat,
100 roll. That's also why I like Aiden's dice, because then there is no question.
Yeah.
no question. Except for when you can't read it because it's so hard to tell
But you
which
can't find it
face is
because it
a
rolls
face.
off the table and goes underneath the
literally
couch.
just
and then
one
it's
guy
gone.
that isn't.
I'm
I
not
rolled
gonna
a
stop
13,
rolling.
just
Listen,
so
it doesn't matter so long as there's no way to roll a 0, and you only have one way to roll any of the other options. It doesn't matter technically.
As long as you
Yeah,
know
that's
what you're
true.
rolling and you do it like you read it consistently, you're probably
okay.
and the
okay.
odds are the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
What horrible things are happening to me now that I rolled a 56?
Oh yeah.
You'll find out.
Oh, God.
So yeah. Okay. So, you guys are hanging out, taking your short rest. Seems to be happening. So, what? Is there anything else specific y'all want to do, or are you just heading off to bed?
Well,
Quiet
I'm
day,
already
people
taking a
are
short
talking-
rest.
Isn't it?
People are talking about. Yeah, it's around noonish.
Keep scrolling, Drew. So there you go.
Just normal ship stuff, I guess. Normal
Sure,
day.
Agreed.
Hanging out.
I draw a picture of that person we saw beneath the ship, but
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
Stormy's 100% like putting bandages on his legs where the stuff was squeezing him.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Putting ice packs on it.
No, elevate. Some random sailor just walks over and is like, "You should elevate that, you know," and then just walks off. Used to be a shit.
Stormy begrudgingly like doesn't want to, but then Gale just like curls up underneath his ankle to lift up his foot.
Aw. Alright, so so unless anybody else has something they want to do, you all get a long rest in.
Yeah.
Want to DM me what
Hey.
happens to me?
Oh no, everybody will see it, and it's gonna be so weird because you're a construct, and that makes this so.
Website.
So, you said
Oh,
sorry. You
yeah,
said
look at
just
that,
double
yeah.
checking. You said 56.
Yeah, 56.
Okay. All right, that's fine. So, you all wake up and are, starting to come to consciousness. Mickey, as you wake up the next day, when you go to stand up, something is very wrong with your legs. You look down, and whereas before they were proportional to their body and fairly natural looking, when you look down now, they have extended and elongated, becoming like a normal human-sized like pair of legs on your little body. They are thin and spindly, still made out of all the same materials. It isn't like rewriting your entire whatever. But you have become an odd thing. Just a super...
An odd thing.
Traveler,
Yes.
does this
Uh,
make him a medium-sized creature now?
I'm not sure about that, but so here is... Do you want to hear the debuff and the buff?
Okay.
Add 5 foot to your movement speed,
Ooh.
but you now have... but enemies now have advantage to restrain, grapple, or in other ways move you, essentially.
Thank God our ranged caster got that.
Yeah, not good. I was really hoping Baron would put on the armor.
You son of a.
Wait, let me see what.
so is he
You-
taller now?
Yeah?
So I get 5 feet to my movement, and I disadvantage on what?
So then you don't have disadvantage. Enemies have advantage to grapple, restrain, or if they have any other ways of physically forcing movement, they have advantage.
Can I take off the arm?
No. You gotta
Of
take off
course
the
not.
armor, and it's It's on there, buddy.
Why is it always cursed?
This is my
What?
favorite reoccurring joke.
The thing we thought was gonna happen happened. That's crazy.
It didn't
Oh,
happen to
no.
me.
This
Again.
time,
Oh.
you
So,
learned your lesson.
You all look, and as you watch Mickey get out of bed, he suddenly stands like level with some of you now.
He's
On
like a
these
newborn
weird
giraffe.
Yeah, all these weird, shaky, thin, awkward-looking legs.
How's it
How's the
feel?
weather up there?
Sorry?
Talking to Mickey.
Oh, yeah.
He said, "How's it feel?" I said, "How's the weather up there?"
Lady Powder's
He has
perfect
ruined Paul.
creation.
Ruined! It's been ruined.
Yeah. Little Mickey, take a video of this.
Wait, can I try using can I use knock to remove the armor?
No, because that only works on doors.
Oh, no, it
There's a
works on
door
any
handle in the
object.
back of the armor, and you just.
I'm gonna double
The
check.
It
door
works on
handle
any
pops
object that you
off.
see within
It has to
range.
be locked, not cursed.
The object
Yeah, that
can be
is true.
A door, a box, a chest, a set of manacles, a padlock, or any other object that contains a mundane or magical means that prevents access. A
Prevents
target that is
Taking
held
off
shut
isn't
by a
preventing
manacle,
access.
a mundane lock, or that is struck or barred becomes unlocked, unstuck, or unbarred. If the object has multiple locks, only one of them is unlocked.
Oh, sorry, it's double cursed. Oh, I'm so sorry for it.
Oh no! It has
So you-
resistance to that spell.
You cast knock, and a single buckle just pops off on the leather armor.
It cast it multiple times. I will cast it 5 times. If that 6 times if I.
And as a note, if
Just
you
panicking, casting it on himself, just over and over again.
check, out of the 24 buckles, you managed to like cast a lot. But as
Yeah,
a
of course,
note,
there's 2,000.
knock. Well, have you ever like
They're
you ever
held.
strap
suppressed
anything to
index.
your
It
body?
makes a noise
It's a
too.
process.
It's gonna make a lot of noise.
Yeah, it does.
You just
So,
have
yeah.
armor.
But as a note, knock only lasts. Let me check.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. So yeah, for the next 10 minutes, you just have your armor is now also like weirdly loose and kind of hanging off your body, but several of the straps still don't want to come off.
God damn it.
I'm
I
so
guess we need
glad
to
I
get.
Wah, wah,
Remove cursed.
wah.
They're always cursed. Why are they always cursed?
Because it's meant for me. He wants a
I,
hand. He wants to curse me.
I just want.
Let's say he
I,
did get you on the first armor. You did dive right into it.
Hey, I did.
I mean, it's definitely at least better than if it was on Varen.
That's fair.
Eh,
That's fair.
yeah,
I feel like you're the best person to have gotten that
yeah.
because you're always.
fair,
in the
I
back.
was really hoping. I don't know why you would, but I was
Oh
hoping
wait,
on Stormy. Also,
Oh, yeah,
just
over
remember.
the plate armor, I can't take off.
Exactly.
Just
No, it's just there's like a whole D100 table for what could happen there. So like,
Oh.
there's
is there anything cool?
What just happened to you was
I don't
cool.
know.
Come on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
Cool.
It's
Got
cool
extra
for all of
moves.
us.
Tall.
Yeah, you're tall now, you little baby giraffe.
You can get to the top shelf of the refrigerator. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Lady Powder's gonna love the modifications you made.
She doesn't have to stoop as far down to like
Here,
talk to you anymore.
here. Actually, if you'd like, Mickey, we can tell her now. We have the arcane capability to do so.
Nikki's just glaring at you.
She just messages back, burn it.
Kill it with fire.
Oh yeah, this is not like a good. It looks like you stuck a pair of metallic spider legs under him. This is not like aesthetically pleasing in the slightest.
Oh no, that's amazing.
Listen,
So
Travler,
it looks
I
like he's on
love the
stilts.
spider
So it looks like
creature,
he did it
okay?
on purpose.
Kinda. It does kind of look like he's on stilts a little bit.
When you compare the length of the legs to the length of Mickey's body, what?
Oh, it is.
Oh,
His legs are taller than the main part of his body at this point.
incredible.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna now need Aaliyah to get remove curse.
Oh, I have it.
Oh, you already have it.
It's in my spell list. It's not prepared though.
And
And
it
it
be.
never
Oh no,
will be.
it's too late after doing my preparations.
Oh,
I forgot
Stormy, you need to
again,
take your armor
sorry.
off. Hold on, let me
I'm
take
going-
care of.
I'm going to use suggestion and on Varen and the word dance. Varen, give me a wisdom 15 saving throw.
Didn't you use all of your spell slots on knock?
Yeah. Oh,
Nope, this is a second level spell, and after I realized the first one, how many buckles I'd have to do, I'd give up.
Yeah, that's fair.
how
I
much,
didn't.
how
specify,
much
but
wisdom? What's your DC again, Nick?
Wisdom 15.
Guess what? Natural 14 plus 1. I don't even have to fucking
Silvery
use luck.
barbs.
Noise.
Alright. So roll again. That's a 19. Would you like to...
Ah,
The
Oh
19 plus 1.
no.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice
Oh.
try, asshole.
Wait, wouldn't Baron know that Mickey tried to cast a spell on him too?
No,
he
because it's
succeeded?
suggestion. It's suggestion.
I
It doesn't.
believe
They don't get to know.
suggestion. I don't know. I'd have to
Suggestion
look
is one of
that
the
up.
only ones where they don't know.
I mean, you'd
doesn't
have
say-
to
yeah.
say dance.
It doesn't specify.
You'd have to say dance and do the spell mechanics. Because there's no verbal and somatic. And I'm not
Yeah,
stupid.
true.
But I don't
Well-
care, and I'm just gonna keep laughing at you.
He dances on his own anyway.
Does it because he wants to, not because he has to.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Doing this on my own terms.
Ooh, look at this. It's dexterity in my legs. You couldn't even imagine.
Don't worry, Mickey. You'll be short again one day. I don't know when that day will be, but it'll be one day.
I swear to God. I'm gonna remember this. Silvery barbs, I want to remind you, can target allies.
Oh, I know it can. And I've almost used it on a...
How dare you? We've never done
I think
anything
I
to you.
knew that.
I assumed.
Oh,
is this
and
a-
by the way, I want to cast minor illusion over Drew's face.
Just in real life.
Yeah.
Real Drew's face.
Yeah.
it just looks like real life Drew.
Yes.
Just-
Baron, you look different. What happened to you?
What? Yeah. What do you make it look
Face.
like?
Let me see. Oh, the badger.
I was about to say Unopo would be a good
You
one.
look over there
No.
and you see little Unapo's face on top of his head, on top of Drew's head. Yeah, or Varen's head. Yeah.
Yeah, over Drew's face. Just looks like Unopo.
So
Oh no.
Do whatever
How
it is
much-
do whatever you want. I'm not the one with freaky legs.
So how much further do we have until we get to Garport?
Okay. That was another 17 days. So you now have roughly. So you were. Math is hard. You're about a month out. Or 17 days. Maybe like 2 weeks to a week and a half, just depending on travel time.
All right.
All right.
Cool, cool,
You
cool,
know
cool.
what? As a matter of fact, who wants to roll me? Who wants to roll me 2d10s?
Oh, Mickey,
Ooh.
you can't roll worse on 2d10s.
Oh no, there were so many worse things on the chart.
Do you want them as
D10s?
percentiles or do you want them as regular D10s?
Just d10s.
I'm rolling it.
Too bad. Okay.
Too late.
2 and 3.
2 and a 5.
I was
Oh,
Combine them together to get the full number.
Yep.
Two
which
Two
is
and-
2 because you both got a 2.
You know what? Sure. It takes
no.
you roughly two and a 5, 2 and an 8, or wait.
No,
wait,
2 and a 3, 2 and a 5.
Oh, 2, 3, 2 and 5. Okay. Actually, yeah, it still isn't correct. It takes you roughly. Man, I'm bad at math. 5, 7, 12. It takes you roughly 12 days to get back to get to Garport. So,
That's pretty good, actually.
Wow, that was
Can I
rapid.
read, can I read Traveler? Please?
During
Yeah.
this time, Ilya cast Remove Curse on the goddamn armor. Actually, what armor is this?
Leather
The
armor.
leather armor.
It would be better than what you had
Well-
on, wouldn't it?
Did you
Well,
you
have
when
had
you
no
remove the
armor.
curse. No, I didn't have any armor on. Which is why I'm kind of curious what armor this is after the Remove Curse is cast on it.
Leather should be a base AC of what, 14?
12,
11
11 plus
your
dex.
11 dex?
Yeah, but doesn't it like upgrade to just a normal like magic item when you remove the curse?
No.
Or
Remove
does
the
it just
curse.
on its
the
own?
curse?
Lets
This
you.
is not any sort of. Let me be clear. There is no any sort of like plus A to AC on this armor. This is the only magic it holds.
Yeah, Nick, you get
It's
more.
it's giving you a buff and
get
a
movement speed buff.
minus.
Remove
That's
curse,
huge.
it becomes regular
No,
leather
yeah.
armor.
Remove curse.
I'll take the normal regular leather armor. Why not?
Boo.
Lame.
I can. I'm gonna. Here's what's gonna happen.
Hell yeah, roll a D100.
So first off,
Nice.
does Mickey ask Ilya to do this?
Yeah,
Ask or tell.
ask
Sure.
politely.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I hated.
I believe you, totally.
I'm just gonna roll. I'm just gonna roll a d10.
Yeah.
See how willing you are to help Mickey.
Oh man, I'm so sorry.
I swear to
Ilya,
God, I'm letting you all die.
Ilya forgets to prepare it. Forgets.
This
For
is
Prepare it.
12 days.
For
10
12 days, every single day.
days. For 10 days.
Oh, I'll get you tomorrow. Oh, I'll get you tomorrow. Oh, I'll
Sorry,
get you tomorrow.
I accidentally prepared bestow curse. I'm so sorry. Let me.
Worse.
I'll fix it tomorrow. I don't have time to do it today. Oh, I'm sorry. I clicked.
man.
I got the wrong spell.
I like to
So-
think every day we all like grapple and like restrain
I
Mickey.
have such a hard time. Do I want to try to
hugging
push
him.
forward my draconic learning, or do I want to try to get the
Hug Mickey.
funniest America's Home video clips of Mickey falling over like a baby giraffe? And it's-
Every single day, I want to burn all 3 of my spell slots.
Trying to get Varen to let me think. Jump off the ship.
Oh,
Okay,
I prepared to
that's
spell magic, so
murder.
anything that does work, I just stop making it happen. That's the
I've
one
just
spell I do
magic.
remember to prepare.
I got silvery barbs, Nick. You're not.
And I have
practicing against
silver-
all of us.
Well, your silvery barbs don't matter because
No.
once again, silvery barbs only works on
Alright.
failed.
So after
I mean,
10
save.
days, after the 10 days, and Ilya finally remembers.
Remembers,
She
yeah.
casts remove curse, and the armor pops off, but your legs don't change.
Ilya looks very shocked.
Oh no! I must not have done it fully.
I cast Dispel Magic on myself. Does that work?
Nothing happened.
And you shut down forever.
Really?
Yeah, that's your suicide button. You just boop.
That sucks.
And nothing happened.
Damn. Try casting knock 5 times again.
Oh God, I'm letting all of you die painfully.
Gale is running in between your legs like a slalom thing, just back and forth.
I'm making sure the enemy gets advantage from my silvery barbs. My silvery barbs are successful saves.
We'll just leave you on the ship. It's fine. Anyway,
Yeah, Mickey's
He
just
can,
bored
he
somewhere.
can move. He can move pretty quick now. I don't know if you guys can just run away from him like that.
No, I'm still faster than him.
Yeah, we're.
yeah, I got.
I can just
Zephyr
fly.
Strike.
He can't get
I-
to me.
I'll just cast levitate on him, and he'll just float there, and he can't do anything.
I do try it again on his leg specifically.
Or
Almost
nothing
immediately.
happens.
I feel like this is a
I
lesser restoration.
very slowly look at him and it just starts back up.
And
Wanna?
We'll
greater
find a
rest-
way to fix this when we talk to. I'll prepare sending to talk to Lady Powder.
does
I mean-
anyone have a way to identify a magical object?
No. If you're stuck like that, you might as well just put the armor back on.
Yeah, I'll try putting it back on. Does something happen when I put it back
Oh,
on?
it's been thoroughly dispelled of all magic. It's just leather armor.
Well, you might as well wear it now.
Does he still get the movement speed since he's got longer legs?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that is a thing.
Does he
Oh.
still have the debuff because he has the longer legs?
Yes.
I'm
That
just thinking
sucks.
of him going over like difficult terrain. It's like walking on stilts over rocks. It's gonna be a pain in the ass.
I'll say you have enough days. Plus, it's on the rocking boat of a ship that like you adjust to the legs fairly quickly, so you aren't like moving any slower either. You just get the buff. So yeah, all right then.
Okay.
So Okay.
How tall are you now exactly?
Medium.
5 feet.
Yeah.
He's the
You're
Stormy's
as
only
tall as
5'7".
me.
He's a medium creature
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Just let me know when we get to the 11th day.
Yeah. So the 11th day happened. The next day passes. Mickey's still tall.
I guess alone. I will cast sending
Sure.
on
You cast sending.
to Lady Powder,
Sure.
and
We
I
need a
will
firmware
say.
update.
So, is there any automaton repair places near Garport by any chance? He got taller, and he's not happy.
That
At
was
all.
exact. Oh no, no, she doesn't get that at all. That was 25.
That's fine.
Yeah. Until you said it all, I'm not gonna lie. I was about to be like, wow, I'm really impressed because
I almost didn't say at all, and I was just like,
into
she
it.
got that.
So, oh boy, you're trying to fit into this. There's a long pause, like a long pause before you do something here. He's taller. I don't understand why that is such an issue, but I don't really have any apprentices or others that work in Garport. There we go, 25.
I could bother her again, but I also don't want to bother her so too much.
Do you have lesser would lesser restoration fix it?
It's probably not going to.
I feel like it's just something you're going to be stuck with for a little bit.
Forever.
Or until we find Lady Powder.
Yeah.
Or until we chop your legs
Or
off.
a high level
whoever made you.
artificer.
I mean, it
Specifically.
depends on whether this is a condition or not.
To
But
be
yeah.
fair- To be fair,
Be
from
fair.
an
Not that
actual and
bad.
realistic standpoint, this couldn't have happened to a better person because I'm willing to say you can get Mickey's legs replaced because he's a robot. If this had happened to anybody else, you can't just chop off a person's legs.
Well, you
Watch me.
can. It's just not going to be a good thing to have happen.
Exactly. So if this did kind of happen to the best possible person.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I need to get the mending cantrip again.
Mickey, do you know how to repair yourself at all?
Mickey nods, but is annoyed.
Okay,
Mickey, do you
so
want me
if
to,
we were
like-
to take you apart a little bit, could you just
Yeah,
like remove half your legs?
I could chop off portions of your legs to make you shorter again.
Well, I mean, so once again, we could literally cut off my legs, cast lesser restoration, and I could heal myself, and that should theoretically.
So mending doesn't work on that large a scale. You can fix and seal things together, but you cannot create matter from nothing. So you'd just be fusing the same overly long legs back onto the same overly long legs.
Can I
We could try doing that with his.
hammer my
Feet,
legs
but-
into the appropriate shape? I have. Wait, do I have proficiency with Tinker's Tools?
Do you?
I think that would be the deciding trait. Do I have
That-
proficiency with Tinker's Tools?
That would definitely cause some things to maybe go better.
So there is a fun fact. I can become proficient with any tools I want every day.
Yes, I do have
Between
proficiency
two of
with
them,
Tinker's
but-
Tools and Alchemist Supplies.
Okay.
doesn't mean I'm gonna do anything to help you because
Roll.
I'm dumb. But
Roll an intelligence check for me.
Intelligence check. Oh God, why an intelligence check? Oh, an 18.
Okay.
Actually, and wait, I'm gonna use my built for success.
Ooh, Silvery Bards feels so good.
21.
Oh, Silvery Bards would be so funny right now.
So, as you sit down and are thinking about how to fix this problem, you gather two general ideas from how this has all gone down. One, you gather that this is going to take some very serious stuff to fix. This isn't something that you're going to fix very quickly. And two, you can possibly, if you above board, if you roll insanely well, even with everything, recreate your legs. But just because you can mend minor scratches does not mean the complex series of pistons and servos that used to make up your legs could easily be recreated, even
How are
by
my legs even working right now?
Oh, would you like a diagram, Nick?
magic, dude.
I can't breathe.
I had to put it in general chat. I'm sorry. I
Oh
had to.
no! Oh, what's
Traveler needed to see this. Can we put it
I
on the
hate this
stream,
so
please? Please put it on the stream so if anybody watching can see it.
Yes. Oh, you better, you bet your ass I'm saving this shit.
Okay.
Oh my god, I got a new background for my computer.
I got
Oh my
it.
god.
Here.
Do you feel bonito? Ah!
Oh yeah, bro.
Okay.
I make
Hey.
sure that my images are
I'm
titled
poisoning
correctly.
all of you.
You have to change his mini in Owl Bear.
Please.
Oh my god.
You're really bad. That's so funny.
I don't. That's because.
The fishnets were a perfect choice.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I hope today is the day that somebody finally decides to watch, and this is what
And
we
this
do.
is the moment they pick up.
The giant Mickey with legs. Oh no, now it's there too. Alright. I'll remove this image now.
Yeah. And with that,
I have it saved on my computer. It's not going anywhere.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I have it saved now too. And with that, I'm gonna say let's take us a little break.
Oh, good.
Good, I can catch my breath.
Oh, I can get to describing Garport.
Be back in 15.
We do 20. I need a minute
Okay.
after that one.
Oh, that's fair.
Alright, starting.
Uh,
Ah.
so was the,
All right. So, you guys, having done some things, look up and realize, oh shit, we are just about ready to pull up to Garport. And as you look up, you see a structure that it's unlike anything any of you all have really seen. There is this massive ring of craggy granite or gray stone, just rock rising from the ground in a massive ring, miles wide, stretching almost in a full circle, rising and falling in cliffs, all the way until it narrows to only leaving a gap about 300 or 400 feet wide. And then in the center, you can see, standing like a pillar, is this one more singular massive column just rising from the ocean floor. Same gray stone. This is roughly a mile or two across. Not huge, but big considering what it looks like. The base more eroded than the base is more eroded than the top, so it's got a slightly like bigger at the top type of look to it. I don't know what to say exactly. You can see several military vessels are all several military vessels already are like circling and beginning to make their way towards you. You can see ballista trained on the top of many of these of the taller peaks being rolled towards your way. You see several cannons on these mountain peaks as well. You can see, and even hear from this stage, you can see torches being taken down into the many spiraling wooden terraces that cover the outside of this central pillar, going deep into what appear to be, if you can tell from the carts and stuff, some sort of mine in this center. Yeah, it's day. It's daytime.
Yeah. I heard torches. I'm like, is it night?
They're carrying them into the mines. That's how. Yeah. So, yeah. As you start pulling up, you notice this Soulborne you've been rolling with reaches into a small pouch and pulls out, and comically big for the pouch that he's pulling it out of, a flag, and just walks over, kind of says something to the captain real quick, and the captain puts it up on the main mast. And once the flag starts flying, you see, like, the ships that had been clearly like making their way over there to like, hey, where are these guys? Let's go check them out. Immediately veer. Like it's like, all right. Oh no.
They start like whistling innocently as they just turn away.
That is kind of it's exactly the vibe you get if you can get that vibe from ships. The flag itself. The flag itself is. Shit that I did back in the day. Okay. The flag itself is is close to the standard symbol of the Soulfire Tyranny. That ring of blue fire with a wow, my brain really doesn't want to work for me. Yeah. Son of a bitch, I'm completely blanking. I'm so sorry. Where is it? I have a picture that I made somewhere. Ah, that was terrifying. Son of a bitch. Anyways, a ring of blue fire around what I believe is a gray mountain peak, but you can see in this one, emboldened on the background, is a singular, well, it looks almost like a snowflake, like a very jagged snowflake in the background. And you can see that as it was being hoisted, because it was like 2 feet from any of you wanted to walk over there and see.
So is the vibe here like mining town?
I think military town is more appropriate.
Kind of both. It's more
column
like
A, column B.
a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Exactly.
But nobody seems hostile towards our ship.
Not anymore.
No.
Okay.
So,
I'm just double checking.
Remind
you
me.
can see. Yes.
Is this a place that people are going to dislike me?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to say something to Varen about that.
I will. Instead, I'm going to give him a card of disguise self.
I don't think that's gonna last long enough, but sure, go ahead.
I mean, if it can get us to a place where I can hide in a room, that's something.
It lasts an hour.
Yeah, and then I can
We'll
cast
be all right.
invisibility on him.
We have other things going on. We can
Yeah,
make it
I'm just
work.
gonna hang out below deck until we are ready to leave, and then do it.
Yeah.
Sorry, girlfriend, family
Oh,
stuff.
no, you're good.
Yeah.
Nick, you're good with the way that you're looking here? You don't think you're gonna freak some people out, or?
Okay,
we
alright.
do, we do.
I'm
Right.
glad you've reached the
This-
stage of
this-
acceptance.
This is what you guys are gonna have to contend with.
Yeah. So you can see the Soulborne kind of directs your captain. I don't even know if you ever knew the captain's name. I don't even know if I gave the name. Anyways, the captain to a certain dock. You can see waiting for you on this dock as you guys pull up, maybe 15 minutes later. Because like I said, there's a fairly sizable gap in between this outer, like, rusted ring that forms the defensive barrier and the central pillar. Waiting on a dock that juts out from the rock and granite, among several other ships that are waiting there. A very hastily assembled, like, landing party. Several tall banners flying in the wind of a, This appears to be yet another pennant symbol. It is the, It looks to be a hunk of stone with little bits of silver shot through it. What's made to be in some sort of, like, mithril ore. That is on fire, essentially. Burning, yeah, however you want to put it. Okay. And you see a single large Soulborne standing at the edge of the docks. Kinda. You see your Soulborne friend, kinda.
Did we ever get the
Yeah.
name of our Soulborne?
No.
Excuse me, sir, if you don't mind, just for posterity's sake, may I have your name?
He kind of gives you like a half smile and just goes, "What if I do mind, eh?"
Then my apologies.
I think your story will be worth telling someday.
Thank you.
What does that mean?
That's scary to hear.
Ah!
I'll step away from him, I guess.
Okay. So, so he walks. So you can see you guys slowly pull up. The single large Soulborne standing with an array of guards. And you can see as this large Soulborne, as the gangplank gets kicked off, walks off first. He walks off to greet this other Soulborne. The other man, I'm just getting tired of saying Soulborne. I'm just gonna say man. The other man, you can see like just for a second, it's almost like he goes to like. It's almost like he goes to take a knee or like bow or something before your guy kind of catches him like by the armpit and holds him up and just kind of like taps him on the back. They're having some quiet words. Are any of you can attempt to listen into the quiet words? Just so I know.
I'll do it from here if I can.
Yeah, same.
Roll me.
If he's close enough to hear.
Need some perception checks. I mean, you're on the side of a dog, so it's not like impossible to hear, even though they're trying to be quiet.
Stormy got a 24.
Oh, wow.
I
Well,
The 18 on the die plus 6.
I don't hear shit.
I'm not even gonna bother
I don't
trying to
hear
roll. I have a +2. I'm not gonna hear shit.
So with the 24, I believe I also heard a 26.
No, I
I
said
rolled
I didn't roll
5.
shit.
Oh, didn't roll shit. I thought I heard 24 and 26.
No,
No,
I
you're
had
good.
said 18 plus 6.
Oh.
So you probably heard the 6.
Oh, plus 6. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's okay. So with the 24, Stormy, you do catch a little snippet. You hear as they're talking and as they're actively just kind of sit there orating, you do catch some stuff. The main thing is you hear your friend in between a chuckle that seems to have like brought out him being a little bit louder. Hold on. Okay. You hear just a little bit that seems like I said, he laughed, so it kind of like made him talk a little bit louder for a second. You hear him say, I am not my brother's William. I don't need the bowing and scraping, but I do need you to muster what you can. And with that, they start like slowly making their way up the actual docks itself into to the actual main Garport proper on top of this main pillar. So, is anybody following them? Are you? What are y'all gonna get up to?
Traveler.
Yeah,
That sail that he flew was very clear,
Sure.
correct? Like we clearly saw it.
yeah. I mean, like I said, he literally was flying it from the mast of your ship. It would not take that much effort to study it.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
As a note, he did like take it down once they
Yeah.
started.
Oh, I.
He took it with him. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
not just letting it. Yeah.
Did
So-
we recognize its meaning? The flag?
Roll a history check.
Did Stormy recognize
Ooh.
its meaning?
That's what I was about to
Stormy.
say.
Roll me a
Ship check.
ship check. I don't know. Roll me just a wisdom check with a proficiency bonus because you're a sailor.
Also,
okay.
dirty 20 traveler.
So that's plus 6.
You don't really know.
That's fair.
That is 22.
22. You gather that I'll say this. It is definitely like the put it this way. You know all the major houses like flags that they fly because even if they aren't on the ship themselves, they tend to fly it if somebody works for them. And I'll say you don't recognize this one. Only the military flies like the general just Soulborne Tyranny sails or flags. And this was close to that, but it was different. So you're not 100% certain.
Okay.
So, yeah. What are y'all up to?
This is not my city.
Nope.
So, but it's close. I'm gonna pull my collar up, just try to obscure my face as much
I
as
mean-
I can.
Just real quick, aren't we trying to go to it? Because we're Garport, right?
Couldn't we just leave?
We
Look
wanna
at this.
go-
You can. I'm not saying you guys have to do anything. What I'm asking you is,
Yeah.
they're gonna stop and resupply real quick. Do you guys want to, in the couple of hours you will be here, do anything? Sorry, I should have made that more clear. The captain will come over and be like, "Hey, we're gonna resupply." He
Not
would have
to
brought it up.
delay
That's
my
fair.
own
I-
inevitability, because I want to delay my own inevitability. But Stormy has some things he wants.
Yeah,
to
I
do,
have
right?
a.
Yeah.
But I feel that Stormy wouldn't put his one individual thing over the party. So unless he could get the information he needed quickly, I don't think he would go too far away from the ship alone.
So what is it that you're trying to find out specifically? Like,
Well,
what are you
I
gonna
do
run?
know that somebody wearing the thing I'm assuming is my family crest was an Aarakocra and was killed here in the arena.
Yep.
But I feel like that's a whole thing, and if we're just here for a resupply and we have a set goal, Stormy would just be like another time.
Well, we
Okay.
are here though, and if we'd like to get something done here, we should get it done here. I mean, it's a little bit of a travel to go from here to Riscopaton, but I mean, what's a little bit of travel that we haven't done before? So,
Well,
I'm more than happy to help with any information that you need to find. Not to mention, an arena sounds quite fun. Not to participate in, though. Watching would be interesting. Maybe placing some bets.
Mickey's going to perform maintenance on himself in the meantime. What can I ask? What the state of my core is? Just
Sure. Roll an Arcana check.
Arcana check.
and I think Stormy's gonna go find somebody on like a local and ask how
Sure.
far away the arena is.
Sure. So you'll find some random local. He'll kind of look at you,
Are you-
like.
Kidding me?
No,
I rolled a nat 1 for a 5.
Bro, it's
You have
You're just
no
stuck.
idea.
The
It's
dice-
still doing that weird, like, very, very, like, very faint
I
pulsing that it wasn't doing before.
hate-
But other than that you've already seen, you don't know. You're not sure. You're a little too stressed out about your legs.
Christ, I hate my rolls.
okay, they
Ugh.
hate you too. It's fine.
Dice
Yeah,
be telling
I
stories.
could tell they
man.
hate.
Uh,
They hate.
Oh,
They are telling a story.
yeah, the
Stories
dice,
hate.
the dice do be telling the story today. Oh god.
Yeah, 100%.
So he'll kind of look at you. So he'll kind of look at you real quick, kind of like a, oh, you're new here. I'll just be like, right, it's about. Well, you're gonna go to the top, and you want to go about the center of this big fucking column, and it's in an old fucking quarry right there. Can't miss it. Real big.
So,
Spits off the dot.
how Stormy just looks really confused because he's like, I just asked how far of a walk it was.
Well, that's however long you can
50
walk that
minutes.
now, isn't it?
What does this person in front of me look like? Because what I'm picturing, I just want to make I want to throw hands.
White frizzy hair that's like in a ring that's balding on top, old and kind of threadbare clothing. He's currently loading like fishing nets into a very small fishing boat that clearly there's like 5 different much bigger fishing boats around. He's very clearly like the one standout lone guy who is just probably not doing great in this economy with these fishing boats.
Then Stormy's just gonna turn around and walk away and be like, customer service is a quality some people just don't have, and just keep walking. That's why you ain't got no money in the little ass
As
boat.
you-
Just keep
as-
going.
As you walk away, you're just gonna hear him going as he
I just keep
mutters.
walking. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, fair enough.
I get on the walkie and ask if anybody wants to come with me to try to find the arena.
Sure. I'll follow. Why not?
Anybody else? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. He welcomes Varen.
I would. I just I don't want to time
Welcome.
constrain us even more, so I'm just gonna hang
Just
out.
cloak up. It's okay. Just,
Can't cloak a tail. Very
I
well.
don't. Yeah, or like the
Okay.
long snout. I just don't think it's gonna work. So, have fun though.
Fair.
If you see anything that has my name on it, buy it or steal it. I'm fine with that too.
Do you want a souvenir mug from the arena pits?
Well, yeah,
I'm
if it's
pretty
got
sure
my
they
name,
make those.
you know how crazy
Yeah.
that would be.
Get you a Slurpee cup.
Just then, you see a small, tiny ship with a what's the word I'm looking for? With a pavilion on it float by that has novelty cups, one of which is pink.
Woo!
Air
Garport's the
terms.
best.
Sweet. I'll take 3.
Oh, I'm just kidding. Oh, I'm just kidding.
No, that's a Risk or Baton thing. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah.
It'll happen. It's spoken to existence.
So yeah, but
Well, yeah,
so it's
who
just
else wants to tag
Varen,
along?
Stormy. Who else?
Longlegs, you want to follow with?
I gotta perform maintenance.
Hmm.
He's busy.
Which, by the way,
Um,
wouldn't I? Is there any
if-
maintenance I can actually perform myself?
I mean, you can keep yourself from resting. You know, make sure everything that you know how to work is well lubed and sufficiently, little bits of hydraulic fluid to replace, stuff like that. But
I'll do that.
Okay.
I'm not really interested in going to an arena. I don't think anything good's gonna happen.
Mickey's
Nick,
version of I have to wash
DS.
my hair is I have to
Check
lube
DS.
myself.
Okie dokie.
I can go with you guys if you'd like.
All right. I feel like the three of us could. We'll be all right.
And I'll let Eritos know. If
Yes,
something
everyone's
does
aware.
happen, just
Everyone.
Okay.
let me know.
All right.
We'll come running.
And vice versa.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right. Just
Sure.
take care of yourself. All right, Mickey.
Alright. So yeah,
And,
you guys, as you guys set off, like I said, there's one big, like, wide, winding path that is like half stone that's carved into the rock, and half like wooden buttress that sticks out to the side. You guys climb it. It seems to just go forever into the sky. It is like 10 solid minutes of just straight 40-degree uphill, and your legs and calves are burning by the time you get to the top. But you do get to the top, and you emerge into a bustling city. Many different, what look to be some sort of miners, a couple of, like, you see a couple bakeries. Mostly everything here is made of bricks and mortar, and the biggest thing is everybody here seems to have a very serious thing against any sort of flammable material. There's no canvas, there's nothing that can burn. And you all see, everybody looks a little dirty, a little bit too guarded to be like a happy-go-lucky city, but it's not as, awful of an environment or distrustful as some that you all have been in. So yeah. If you ask anybody, they can kind of point you in the right direction, and after another maybe 5 minutes of walking, it's only a mile across. You find in the center a massive. Have you all ever seen like mining quarries?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you all see a massive quarry, just a pit that just drops down into the bottom of this pillar, going probably a solid like 600 or 700 feet deep, with a spiral ring where you can just stare straight down into this thing and see that it ends in a sandy bottomed pit that's roughly 60 feet by 60 feet, in a roughly ovular fashion. You can see old blood stains, all sorts of things. The stadium's, it's fairly empty right now, with just a couple people like sweeping out chairs, essentially, like getting rid of, I don't know, what would pass for like popcorn in medieval times. Yeah, whatever.
Fried chicken
I mean,
feet.
there's magic
Just
here.
actual
It could just be
corn.
Popcorn.
True, there's
Yeah,
to be
actual
fair. Just actually actual corn.
I mean, Mickey
Yeah.
exists. I don't.
Sure. Fair enough. Shreds of meat, popcorn, that kind of
Smoked
stuff.
turkey legs.
Yeah,
Just
Yeah,
gigantic.
a bunch of like chicken wing bones, stuff like that.
A single entire chicken, like a rotisserie chicken.
It's a rotisserie
Cotton
chicken that got left
candy.
behind.
Yeah.
So yeah, young-ish man, clearly just like a janitor, looks up and just goes, "Fights ain't till tonight."
Is there any place to put some money on these fights? Is that here somewhere else?
Well, and he's gonna kind of like
just-
point you around that rim, and there is one big like stone structure that's built right into it's. If you've seen the Roman Colosseum, how they had like the Emperor's box, it's kind of like that. Like one portion that would have been seating is just a massive structure built
Yeah.
into it instead.
All
But I
right.
mean, I don't think they've announced any of the fights, except for, I mean, we've got the headliner, but
What's the
that's
headline?
about it.
What's the headliner?
Oh, that's Varaxis versus the Ripper.
Praxis versus the Ripper.
Is there any like posters or like advertisements for this fight that I could like maybe see what they would look like? Like obviously it wouldn't be like pictures, but like maybe like silhouettes.
I mean, I reckon we've all seen Craxus and the Ripper. Craxus, large, green skin, real angry bloke. The Ripper fights with 2 swords. I believe he's a half elf or a full elf. I don't know the difference. Got the weird scar on his left arm. Looks like he got burned. Probably got burned.
Is there a Stormy steps forward, he's like, is there a like a registry of the fighters? Like is there a way somebody could see who's all signed up or maybe sign up themselves?
Well, I mean, how far back are we talking?
Did the Locklier give me a timeline for when he fought the
No.
person? No.
No, he was very drunk.
That's fair. Well, I mean, if I've been gone, how long did we say I was on the boat or on the island before the ship picked me up? Like it was a few years, wasn't
It
it?
was it was like 4 or 5 years, I believe, is what we decided on.
Okay, so about
It's hard to
6
tell time
years
on an
back.
island.
Let's say 6 years back.
Jeez. Well, I mean, depends on who brought him in. Some slavers are really good. Some slavers don't keep very accurate records. You know who brought him in?
All I know is he died by the hands of a Locklier, and I know he had this symbol. When I pull out my little sheet or my cloth and I show the symbol.
Garport, I sent you a message, by the way,
I just saw it.
just in case.
Kind of like hold up, or he's gonna like get close to the symbol. I don't know. I'm not sure.
It was worth a shot, and I'll fold it up and tie it back
Yeah.
around my waist.
Like I said, what's a Locklier?
Is it?
Remember, the Locklier's like a secret thing. Nobody, or not necessarily a secret thing, but like, Lockliers is the name they take when they join the Brotherhood. That's not their name.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I misunderstood that then.
sorry.
So I'll just was killed by a Minotaur. I'll just say it was a Minotaur that killed him.
No, looks at you, just goes, what's the name of this Minotaur?
Let me go to the lore document.
He's
no
got
one-
a first name, and I've said it a
Yeah,
few times.
I know, I can't remember, but we have a Google Drive that no one's updated for like
The-
6 months.
The one from
Yeah.
the Fingerling Isles?
Yeah,
Zunir.
yeah, Zunir. That's right.
He looks at him and he just goes, how do you know? Listen, Zunia killed a lot of people while he was here, which... You know the chap.
I mean,
That's an
I've met
audible-
him a few
That's
times.
an audible chuckle from Baron.
Kind of like looks back and forth. Are you picking my toes?
That I would never.
Kind of like waves down another one of these arena cleaners. Is like, oi, how long ago did Zunia die? And the one guy just goes, listen, he ain't dead. He's just waiting in the stone crypts beneath the city to come back and heal until he can take his title again. You're an idiot! He's dead! And they start going into a very long conversation of what is apparently the mythology of Zunir, a minotaur known simply as the Breaker.
Oh,
We need to disguise self Stormy as Zunir and throw him in the arena.
whoa! Hey, back up. One, the armor is stuck on me. So I feel like
This guy's
Zunir
self?
would not.
Oh wait, no, that doesn't work. Well, maybe.
Yeah, Zunir would not go in there wearing plate armor. I
Yeah,
feel.
you get even in formal events, you guys never saw him wear anything more than a sash and pants.
Yeah, I feel like he's more barbarian vibe than anything, and the armor would be a dead giveaway. I feel.
Yeah.
Also, I'm nowhere near as strong as Zunir. I feel so. I feel like if they were like, "Oh, let's put him up against the champ," I would get wrecked.
Okay.
You were trained by Zunia, though.
You say that out loud.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Uh,
They both stop and just like look you down. Are you rocking a fucking piss here, mate?
I don't even know what that means, and just making dead eye contact with this guy.
I'm trying to understand what it means. Ilya looks so confused.
Yeah, same.
But
I'm just like, I
not
don't know what that
only Was
means.
he trained by Zunia by his own hand,
Hold on.
specifically in combat to help with his work?
Just gonna let you know, I got a
now?
+6. I got a 6 to deception. I rolled it just now.
A
I
six
got
deception.
Yeah, I just have a
Okay.
6, so I'm trying to play along. I don't
And
think it
not
worked.
doing very well.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't
weren't
think
you?
it worked.
I mean, Baron,
No,
weren't you introduced by Zunir?
I was working in the
No.
town, and he saw
Yeah,
that I
you're
was
just working
strong.
with him.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
That's not gonna
didn't know
stop
me
me.
any more than you guys. did.
I'm well aware it won't stop you, but at least now you're aware that you are actively bullshitting. So
And I am giving it away because I'm looking at you
Yeah.
like, the hell are
they
you
look at each
talking
other.
about?
They kind of look at each other and just goes, right, like this guy was trained by Zuni. You're trying to get him some uptick when you sell him, aren't you?
I'm not for sale.
Well, a good
But
fighter,
he is very strong.
a good fighter is a good fighter nonetheless. Depending on how well he does, might change the validity of my statements. No.
You can be a good fighter without being trained by the Breaker.
Listen, think about it this way. We came in asking about someone specific, and in passing mentioned the Breaker. So, if you put them together,
What you are saying right now is like breaking this kid's brain. Like if you can see, you know
You
that
see
look where you
smoke.
can see like the hamster fall off the wheel in someone's head. He just goes, "You're not passing. You're standing right in fucking front of me. You weren't dying, you idiot." But passing? The fuck is it? Passing gas? Are you passing gas? Go over there for that shit. Fucking nasty. Listen, if you want to put bets, go over there. If if there was someone who had a record of Zunir's fights, it would be the Legatus, okay?
thank you. Sometimes I do miss not being home.
Yeah. Alright. So you guys walk around this structure. You see what's clearly like a bouncer standing outside. Just goes, "You here to bet on the main event?"
I actually had a question. If you had any record of the champ's fights,
Yeah, I mean, the Ripper...
Zunir's, the original champion.
Haha.
I'm guessing.
Once again, like putting that special emphasis, the champ.
Yeah,
I
do
mean,
you
the
have a,
Breakers fights were pretty well recorded. What is this for?
I'm looking for the name of an Aarakocra he fought at one point.
Remember, nobody until Zunir mentioned him has ever seen Aarakocra, by the way. Like,
Okay.
to be fair, you guys don't know what he didn't use the word Aarakocra. He used Birdman.
Fair. Then
So,
yeah, he says Birdman then.
okay, yeah.
Bird person.
No, sits there and just goes, "Bird person. I believe I remember the Breaker ripping off some get with wings. Hold on. You know what?" Kind of looks down and just goes, Why do you want this guy's name?
I'm searching for a little bit of history on myself, and he's the only lead I have.
Yeah, no, this ain't my business. Hey! He yells inside, and you can see out walks three-piece like linen suit style. Despite the fact that everybody else in this city is kind of smudged by the fact that they live in nothing but stone and like coal and stuff like that. It's just very like there's a lot of dankness around here. The buildings are all close together. This guy's walking in like an immaculate white linen suit, you know. Black jacket over the white vest and the white tie and the white shirt. A single pair of like tan cream slacks. Walks out and just goes, "Gentlemen, what can I do for you?"
I'm just looking for a name of one of the challengers that Zunir fought.
Breaker fought many people.
This
Can't
one had
remember
wings
all.
and feathers. It was a bird person. I feel like that kind of stands out a little bit.
Well, unfortunately for you, the information isn't free. Don't see why I should disclose the name to any old guy who walks by, especially for a fight that happened 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
What is your price?
You seem like a honorable man, if you will. So how about you and I just make a deal? I get one favor. Just the one. And when I call, you gotta come running. Help me out if I help you out, kind of thing. You understand me?
Yes and no.
Well, I guess it ain't that important to you then.
It is, but it's not worth me being at someone's beck and call. So,
Well then,
name your price.
kind of turns to the guy and just goes, "Now, Ben, I must be going deaf. I must be hearing things. I believe I did just name my price, and this man turned it down. Am I hearing right, stranger?"
Well, I didn't stutter, so yes.
Oh. He's gonna you're gonna watch him kind of start fingering a ring on his right hand, and he just goes, "Hey, boys." And you're gonna see, down from the stadium, a gate kind of like clunks open, and you see about 3 very scarred, toughened, just armed to the teeth looking men walk out. Or sorry, 2 men, 1 woman. 2 men, 1 woman. One large burn mark all up and down his left arm, a pair of swords on his hips, rough male shirt. The other one is a large man who has weird yellow amber eyes, pointed teeth, hands that end in claws, no visible weapons that you can see. And a third that is the female. Very withdrawn personality. Like, the rest of them are swaggering out, all, pomp and flash. She walks out very reserved, very... I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it. Conservative movement, if you will. Holding nothing but a quarterstaff. And is a rather thin-looking woman.
And
As they all
how
come
far away are they?
This place is sitting about 20 feet from this. Sorry. The structure that you're at. You're at the. My brain is spazzing out. So sorry. There's a door on the side of the structure and you're probably about 30 feet from the arena, and they're emerging from a door that's on 1/2 of a 60 by 60 sand pit, so close to 100 feet total at the end of that. They are ambling their way over at this moment. Not like running, but certainly moving.
So like, okay, so above board, mechanically, how many turns would it take for them to get to us?
Dashing, roughly 2.
Dashing would take 2 turns?
Yes, because they're still just humanoids, so 30
Well,
foot
Maybe not for one of them.
turns to 60 foot. Maybe not for one of them. Maybe not for one of them, but you gather, as best as Stormy would know,
Oh yeah.
you probably have time for 2 whole actions and bonus actions, 2 whole turns before shit gets dicey.
And this dude I'm talking to is like this little tiny, like a small guy.
Yeah, he has a bouncer right next to him, but yeah.
How many people outside of these 2 and the people coming are around us?
You can see this has definitely drawn the attention of like the 5 or so people he has cleaning out the stands of this arena. But they look more janitorial. It doesn't take much insight to see that they probably, even if they did get involved, wouldn't be much more than a distraction in a fight.
Okay.
And remind me, the bracelets that we have that allow messaging, we don't. They can be telepathic. We don't have to physically talk, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I will before anything. I will in the message, to both of you right here say. Remember, this is a military port. We need to not cause trouble, or we're fucked. And we have people here who are not going to be treated well if they're associated with us. So
Stormy
let's not cause a problem,
So,
a physical problem.
I'm sorry. We've just spent months and months on a ship, and it's so great to finally be on steady ground. You seem like an upstanding and quite affluent businessman. So, I understand you've said your price, and I don't intend to harshly negotiate in the slightest. This is your establishment. I would never dream of it. You just have to understand, we're all a little bit on edge, to say the least. We actually let you in on a little bit of a secret. We had to pick up a Soulborne on our way here. Incredible
Lots
story.
of them come to Garport, really.
But do any of
Don't see
them
what it's
come
all.
crashing down in the middle of the ocean, riding a wyvern?
Kind of like takes him aback, kind of knocks him out of this like very familiar routine of intimidation and whatever he's used to. Seem like he stops rubbing that ring on his finger for a second and just goes, "But that man sure knows how to make an entrance."
He sure does, doesn't he? No, some incredible things that we've seen, from fighting long tons of wyverns to moving plant islands to a ship that was alive. We have tons of stories, if you're interested. Though, of course, it couldn't make up for anything for the cost, but maybe a wager on a fight might make up for a paltry sum of information. Not everything. Understand, you are a businessman, and I can throw in, obviously, my own coin. Though, it would be insignificant.
Boy, I need you
compared
to take a
yours.
look around a little bit. Is this gonna like gesture around? Short of the Soulborne, I'm the closest thing you'll find to nobility on this godforsaken rock. You think I need more coin?
No,
You think I need more money?
I would never. I would never.
If you want to wager something for your information. Now he kind of like gives you the big toothy smile. I don't mind those odds, but
Oh,
you don't have to give me something good in return.
and the story wouldn't cut it.
Boy, if I want a story, I'll call for a bottle.
Of course, of course. I'm gonna look over at Stormy, and I guess telepathically. How bad do you want this information?
Stormy's gonna reply back telepathically and just be like, we can always come back another time. It's not worth causing a scene if we're only here for a moment.
Well, unfortunately, sir. I don't think anything would pique your interest. From one gambler to a upright noble business owner.
Oh, I'm a scum. I am a scum sucking, gambling, whoring man. Don't get me twisted. I just got the money to back myself up.
Exactly. And at this moment, I do not. That being said, we meant no disrespect as much as it did come across, and I truly apologize. I can guarantee, if it is allowed, we would love to come back as patrons later tonight.
Will the ship be here that
All
long?
welcome at the arena.
Thank
The
you, sir.
quarry can never see enough blood.
Well, I'm afraid we must take our leave. Again, good day. And I'm going to...
All right. And he's just gonna walk. He's just gonna walk it.
Stormy looks a little bit defeated, but he also like is still watching the people that are walking towards him because I'm assuming they're still watching.
Yeah,
us
they
because-
slowed down once the violence was clearly past. They kind of slowed down. You do see with a roll me a perception check.
That is a nat 1.
Nice, dude.
Oh,
that's
never mind. You don't see
that's a
that.
great roll.
I'm just
You don't
staring at this
see
douchebag's
nothing.
head as he walks away. Evidently, I'm just locked eyes on.
Yeah.
him.
All right. So, and with that, I think we're gonna call it for today. So,
Ooh. I will say,
did
if those people
everybody
didn't come out,
have fun?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I almost made that man taste his teeth.
We could tell it was coming.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's why I spoke up. I was like, ooh, this may not be good.
Yeah, I didn't want to step on
Man.
your toes. I wanted you to land, brother, but like
Well, no. As soon as I feel like Stormy knows, like I feel like if it was just the bouncer and dude, if stuff would have popped off, like
Oh yeah.
we could have still non-lethally took care of it. But with 3 other people coming into the fray and one of them possibly a magic user, yes, no.
oh, you mean the monk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A 3. Let me put it this way. I couldn't tell you how that would have gone for y'all, honestly.
Not well.
But I can tell you, intimidating the man who owns a slave gladiator arena probably wouldn't have gone over horribly well.
Oh yeah,
'Cause,
especially
you
with my
know-
+1 to intimidation, it would have been.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So, any questions, comments, complaints, or concern?
My chest still hurts. I'm gonna be honest. I laughed so incredibly hard.
Well, at your own joke.
Listen, every 1 in 100 times, in that rare instance that my D100 rolls 000, it kills me. I just, oh. No, it was-
I that could not have happened to a better person, and I love that somebody put on the armor.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
100%. No,
oh my goodness.
Traveler, did you have fun?
Yeah.
I had a
that's
great
the
time.
question.
Little bummed that y'all didn't think my ship idea was as scary as I
Oh, no,
thought it
no,
would.
Oh no, it was
It was
terrifying.
It was
That
very
terrifying.
scary.
The
Why do you
fingers?
think Stormy kept trying to
Yeah.
run out? I was
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
You said after it wasn't that bad. I
Well,
hate to
I
answer
didn't.
that, but it's
Traveler,
I
okay.
didn't
I'll
say it
just-
audibly, but I
Gonna-
did mention like the fingers were
Yeah.
terrifying.
I've
To-
been
to me,
doing-
Yeah.
Not to,
Yeah.
not to. I've been doing a lot of Last Wish and Destiny 2, and when you get to, I don't
Fair.
know if you've done it, when you get to Queen's Walk and you have to bring the Ahamkara heart out of the stomach, everything is like weird little tentacly fingery like appendages everywhere. And
Can you
it's
not use fingery as a verb? That's kind
We
of.
should use it as a
That's a
verb
little,
only.
yeah. It's a little weird.
We're getting
Alright.
fingery up in
no,
here.
it was
We get
it was a visceral.
fingery up in this.
Sounds like high
bitch.
school all over again.
It was visceral because I was like thinking
You and I went to very different high schools.
my image for that ship was like the color of U logs in old school RuneScape, where it's like the dark gray green. You know what I mean?
Kinda less green, but it was definitely a paler grayer wood as opposed to
Yeah.
like oak or whatever.
Yeah. And I was like, ugh.
I just kept picturing it as flesh colored, which was even grosser.
Same.
Oh.
It
No,
was
it wouldn't
like,
have been full flesh.
I was
color.
thinking of
Yeah.
like
Still
on
good.
Doctor Who with the last human when she's like moisturized me, but like a boat. It's
Oh,
terrifying.
Yeah.
I kind of imagined it color-wise like skin tone, but with the saturation turned down just enough to be unnatural.
Yes,
And
that is a
that's
bit
how I
like I
felt
said. Just yeah, that's a good way of imagining it. Yeah.
And then you said the fingers start popping, and I was like, ooh, no.
You know, no, Traveler, we weren't audibly doing it, but we were all freaking the fuck out in our
In the group chat, yeah.
in the
Oh.
no, we were
Good to know.
freaking the fuck out.
It was mostly true, but yeah, we all
Yeah.
also were
Mostly.
kind of.
Oh yeah, no, the moment where you were like, this ship seems unnatural and organic, I'm like, oh no. Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Terrible.
And then several of us still went inside it.
Yep.
You did. And I will never. So bummed he dispelled it. I had plans. It's fine.
Was it gonna chase us?
He was gonna do something.
Was it
I
going
had
to
half a
eat our
thought
ship? bit
when
by
we went
bit?
down there, like when we went down there and it seemed somewhat benign for the most part until we opened the door and exposed it.
Yeah.
Until the hallway became a sphincter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty
My
much.
thought,
That is pretty much what it became. Yeah.
Yeah, Stormy got stuck in it. I mean, just
my thought was,
Oh, hold on,
Use
Drew.
the
Before we
ship.
go any further, that's the title of the episode right there. Stormy got stuck in the sphincter.
okay.
Stormy got stuck in it. 100%.
The Stormy Sphincter.
The Stormy
Oh,
sphincter.
don't call it that though. Don't
There's a
call
storm
it
a brewing.
I don't know if I can name a YouTube video that. In all honesty,
There's
a
a storm a brewing. Is perfect.
I don't know.
I like
Sphincter is
that
kind
too.
of like it feels like a clinical term.
Yeah.
Like-
No, it is.
No, I feel like there's a storm on
YouTube
brewing
should
also
allow it.
applies to other things that happen. So it probably is better, but I
That is
like
a good title. Yeah.
that is
Yeah,
a
we've got a
good
few
one.
good ones. We've gotten a few good ones.
All right.
Glenn, what
Goodness.
health were you at
Um,
when
Give me
we
2
got
seconds.
done?
My girlfriend's been calling me. and I need to make
37.
sure.
Oh, okay. Because the thought that I had after I took my attacks was I should have done Thorn Whip and pulled you. You just would have taken piercing damage.
No, I take. What just happened?
You reduce piercing damage? Is that?
Yeah, anything that's non-magical weapon damage, I reduce by 3 points. Sorry,
Oh,
I
well,
wasn't
Thorn
messing with
Whip
the mouse, so everything
is-
went black. It
It
scares
is
me.
very, very magical.
Yeah, it is pure magic. So,
Yeah.
but it would have only been 2d6.
Oh, I would have been fine. At most, you would have done 12. Like,
Right, and it would have pulled you 10 feet closer to me. So I feel like that would have at least been an attempt to get you out.
I was
No,
trying to figure out ways to like help get you out, but all I really had were ranged spells, and
oh, I have
the
nothing.
main one is radiant, and if that rolled in that one, that would have really hurt you.
I mean,
Yeah,
if
I
you
figured
kill
you were
Stormy,
gonna
you don't have to worry about him.
I don't, but I'd rather not kill Stormy. That's why I kept
I-
trying to like fuck with the boat enough to like try and make it focus somewhere else. What I wanted to do was to get within 30 feet of the face and cast thaumaturgy on it. Not that it would hurt it, but it can make a tremor. And I was hoping that if we affected the face, it would freak the fuck out and focus there to defend itself.
That's fair.
And I was not going in that fucking room to do it.
It's also
close
fair.
enough.
Oh, okay. No, that was a shit ton of fun. I loved it. But I think that's it for tonight, guys.
Yep.
agree?
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
appreciate everybody watching. It was a lot of fun. Mickey loves the change. Nick loves the changes that we made to Mickey, consensually. It was
that he made to
that
Mickey.
he. Yeah,
You
it
did
was,
not do that.
It was
you can't
technically-
forget.
He
It
chose to
was
put
his
the armor
decision.
on.
Yes. Thoughts?
He just didn't
Nick?
help.
I think he quit.
Ah,
Yep.
understandable.
He couldn't take it.
Yeah, we bullied a little too hard.
He went to the future. He's done with us.
And that'll be it for tonight, guys. I hope to see you guys in a future stream or video, and have a good night.
And in
Bye-bye.
person.
And in person.
Eventually.
Expect it.
When?
I don't know about that, but
Adios.